just asking Sir Tony Ray, Florian Gold, about his side of recent events. That's all we're doing. Hey, he's not bringing me down. He's not hurting me. Tony is not attacking me, guys. I want to clarify that. He's not attacking me. I'm asking him what's going on with the recent events. I don't like it. I don't approve. I want to hear his side.
Now did you?
Extract, if you're banned off my Discord, it's for a damn good reason. Extract, I just unbanned you from Twitch. Give me a little time before I unban you on Discord. If you're a saint, I'm a natural fucking blonde. Okay. Alright, let's do this. And like I said, Tony, I'm not attacking you. If it seems like I'm attacking you, I apologize. I just want a straight answer. That's all I want. Oh, great. You in the Discord channel? Awesome, you are a saint. Give me a moment, guys. Telos is getting put on hold. Alright. Alright, I'm coming right now. Just give me a minute. Takes a moment to load. And I want to clarify, Tony. Sorry if it seems I'm a little heated. It's quite the subject. I don't hate you. And if it seems like I'm attacking you, I apologize. That's not how I mean to come across. Discord updater? I don't care. Oh my god, hurry up and open. Well, I mean, I don't like banning anyone. Banning people sucks. I got you. I'm coming on right now, and then I'll take you to a private channel. Okay? Just please bear with me. I have an older computer, Excuse me. And it takes a minute. By the way, I really appreciate you setting the record straight and talking to me at the very least. I want that clarified. It's not filling? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's filling. Okay, hi guys. Give me a second. Where's Tony at? Fuck this music player. Alright. I can't
Hi, Dan. Awesome, it's Tony. Alright, give me
Hey,
2
Lena.
seconds.
Hi, Dan. Awesome, it's Tony.
Fuck you, Tony, you faggot.
Fuck you, Tony, you fat fuck. I hope you die.
There we go. Can you hear me? Tony, can you hear me? Rob Clark, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. I'll take a hit for you while I'm waiting for Tony, okay? Tony, let me know when you can hear me, okay? Oh, God. Thank you, Rob.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Good.
Awesome. There we go. Sorry. So first off, I want to say welcome to the stream. It is a privilege to have you here, and I really appreciate everything.
You know, the last time I talked to you, you had a much deeper voice, okay?
It's okay. To be honest, this voice is the one I use daily now.
No,
but this is my older voice.
No, I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands that when you and I talked before, and we've talked on numerous occasions, you had a male voice, okay? And
I know. I totally understand.
And all that time that we were friends, I knew that you were an LGBT. Now, is that true or not?
Yes, you did.
And I've never treated you with anything but the utmost respect and friendship, okay? And I've been nothing
exactly. I want to clarify that, guys.
And I've never
Tony
done
has
anything
never personally attacked me.
And
he's never done anything hostile to me.
And I've treated your family like gold, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that true or not?
Indeed, it is true.
Okay, now, if someone tells you that I say something bad about you, have them give you a clip, or, because I've never said a bad word about you. I've never had a bad thought about you in my whole life. And even today, even when I saw that little video of you saying, "Oh, you called me a whale," blah, 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 I've never had a bad thought about you. I thought, man, you're listening to the wrong people, and you're forgetting a very long history of me and you being buddies, okay?
Right.
That's all I can say. If somebody came to me and said, "Oh, Lena said you're the, hater, okay? I wouldn't believe it for a second, okay? I just want you to know that. Because
I appreciate that. I just want to clarify that day.
Me and you have been buddies for 3 years at least, okay?
Yeah, I remember when you first started, we used to go massing all the time. We used to kick it. I used to try to host you all the time I could.
And that was 3.5 years ago, okay?
Okay. Exactly. It's been a long time.
And you and I have never had cross words, okay? Even when you continually wanted to spank my nephew's butt, me and you have never had cross words, okay?
That's true.
Well,
I'm
you
just.
chased him. You chased him all over RuneScape for days. Okay.
Yep. I just want to clarify one thing, okay?
Yeah.
No matter what's being said about Will, guys, he's still pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie, he's cute.
Hey, Will's never been in jail for anything.
And that's why I was telling people, if you're saying he's been in jail, I better see an article about it.
No, they're just plain out lying. Okay.
I figured.
He certainly has never been in jail for beating up some gay guy. Okay. I mean, it's just total crap. You see how people lie, right? Now, I'm different than a lot of people. I think that when you use the term gay, it's not a negative thing at all. And it's just like if you call somebody black, it's not a negative thing at all. Now, if you think being called gay is negative, well, that's all in your head. It's not in my head, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Now, I want to clarify with that. It's, I know you, Tony, and I know you generally, I know you're not hostile. Or at least if something happens, it's not on purpose. But the thing what really has been bothering me about it lately, and, like I said, you and me, I believe you 100%. You didn't call me Will. I'm new to this streaming. I'm not a veteran streamer. So when I see a bunch of people come in, it kind of like, say what?
No,
you get the idea.
But all I'm saying is, if I think that you look like an Arab, I don't know why anybody would think that means that's negative. As a matter of fact,
I think what it is.
Look at like Earl Flynn and all these different guys, okay, that are big stars, okay. They say they're tall, dark, and handsome, okay, and they're Arabs, okay. That's not an insult. And if somebody takes
Exactly,
it
it's
as
not
an
an
insult,
insult.
if somebody takes it as an insult, they're the one that's crazy, not me. I mean,
yeah. The reason it seemed like an insult, and again, I'm not saying it was, just it seemed like it was how you were having kind of a bad situation with them, and then you come across with that title.
No, look,
that's when it just seemed like it was a little hostile.
I don't know him, and I've never talked to him in my whole life, okay?
So you've never talked to the RS guy at all?
No, and I've never watched his show either.
Then I gotta ask, what's going on with this? Because I know you, Tony, okay? One of the things I loved when I first started watching you, aside from the fact, holy crap, it's an old dude playing RuneScape, he's the most chill motherfucker out there. You made chopping
these guys
elder
came
logs
in my chat one day.
awesome.
A whole bunch of guys came into my chat one day. Obviously, they were there to like make a clip or start some trouble, okay? But they asked me, "Do you know the RRS guy?" Okay, and
right.
And I said, I'm not really sure who you're talking about. I think you might be talking about that guy. Is he gay and does he look Arab? Okay, because I have to be honest with you. All this time, I thought he was gay. Okay. Everybody in my chat says he's gay. I see other people in their chat say he's gay. I see him and people in his own chat say he's gay. Okay.
Right.
So I just thought he was gay. I don't think that's a negative. Okay.
And with everything that just happened with our misunderstanding, I completely understand that.
Now I want to go one step
completely
further,
understand.
Okay? I don't like the guy. I think he's a jerk. Okay. Now, I'm just being honest, okay? But that has nothing to do with whether I think he looks gay or I think he looks Arab. I think he's a jerk because him and 100 people came into my chat one day and rioted, okay? Now, I would never go in his chat and say a negative word. Not one streamer can say I've gone in their chat and said a negative word or been uninvited, okay? You'll never see me in somebody else's chat saying anything negative, ever, ever, ever. And anyone who says I did, they're just liars, okay? It's that simple. Now, he came into my chat with 100 people and caused a bunch of trouble. So I think he's a jerk. Now, I can prove he came into my chat. I've posted the stuff on Twitter, where they all came in at the same time and all said a bunch of crazy, stupid shit. You know what I mean? That's really the truth.
Yeah.
So
I completely understand that. If someone comes into your cave and they start,
problems, then I'm not supposed to like them. It's that simple. I've never gone in his chat and caused any problems. I've never, done anything to him, okay?
I understand that. And then when someone comes to your stream and they start causing trouble, natural instinct to be like, who the hell are you, etc. I completely understand. Defending your cave, so to speak.
I don't have an issue with you. That's the truth, okay?
Right.
Period. And I never have. The only issue I have with him is him and 100 people came into my chat and started a bunch of trouble, okay? And had a riot, okay? So anyway, You know, to me, that's pretty simple. I don't think a streamer should ever do that. And if they do, then they're in the wrong, okay? Just like
We agree with that.
I came over here to say to you, look, man, I think the world of you. I've always thought the world of you. I never called you a whale. I never called you any negative names at all. Now, I don't know what more I could say, you know?
Right, and to clear the air on that, I just want to say you're absolutely right. I should have gotten a little more proof on that instead of just panicking, listening to
But it
all
doesn't
my
matter
viewers.
because
And,
but you know you heard what I had to say. I like you no matter what, because my feelings.
yeah, and
are
what I
not-
wanted to say is it means the world.
my
You
feelings
came
are
here
not,
and you did that.
my feelings are not based on, you know, maybe you're upset one day or maybe you're having a tough day. I can remember when you had many tough days, and I can honestly say I was there for you as a friend. Okay, when you were having some tough times, you know,
Right.
and I always will. And it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? It's not based on, you know, one bad day or 2 bad days or a bad week. My friendship with you is based on, you know, many years of us being buddies and hanging out. And anytime you wanted to, you could pop in and always be welcome, you know? And I think I'm not exaggerating.
I appreciate that 120%. I want you to know.
Yeah, I mean,
I
here's-
appreciate that.
you know,
and
here's
I
what
don't
the whole
ever
deal
want
was.
you to think.
I
I
just
don't
wanna
ever
make
want you
sure-
to think I hate you or anything. I don't ever want you to think that.
I've hosted 900 times, over 900 times I've hosted other streamers. I've hosted over 600 streamers, okay? Now, somebody made some stupid comment saying that I host nothing but girls and that I go into them and send private messages to them that are inappropriate, okay? And all I
Right.
said back was, that's a lie, and I challenge anyone to bring one streamer forward or one group of private messages where they say I said something inappropriate. Not even one, because it's simply a lie. It's never happened. It never will happen. And you know, and anyone who says it is a liar. Now that's all I can tell you. You know, and you know their example. They came back and said, "Well, here's a streamer that you messed with." And put your video up there, okay? Now, if that's the best example they could come up with about me messing with streamers, that's pretty pathetic, isn't it?
Right. I can agree with that. So I just want to
But
clarify
look,
something.
you know, I just want to make sure you understand, okay? I've never sent anything inappropriate in messages to female streamers, okay? Never. And I'm never going to.
Right. Now, I do have a question about that, okay? And
Yeah.
saying, you know, I know 100%. I'm just asking. I don't want to seem like I'm attacking you, okay?
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, people like Shawnee's wife. It's other people. How come we see different screenshots all the time about it?
But
In
none of
addition to
them are
that,
real.
too, why do people send in,
None of them are
you know,
real.
clips of streamers coming forward?
None of them are real. Now, you know, you can go down and you can click a little message down there. It has a date and time stamp on it. It has all kinds of stuff, okay? Now, if they
Right.
were real, they would show that, okay? But they're just not real. People just make things up. And then they send it out and say, oh, look here, what he said, okay? But it's not real. If it was, it
So
had a date
if
and
they
time
were to
stamp
have a
on it.
timestamp on it, that's how you know it's real, if you see the timestamp.
Well, not just that, but I mean, like I said, click your messages. You know what I mean? You can send me a message right now. Just click that little white.
Yeah, and there's always a timestamp next to them.
Well, not just that, but you know, there's a certain type font and all that. Okay, and these people are just liars. It's that simple. Okay, there's not one female streamer or male streamer that's going to come and say, "Oh, this guy said inappropriate stuff to me in a private message." Okay. And
Right.
for them to say that, it's a lie. Now, I'll go over any issue you want, and I'll be completely honest about every bit of it, okay? You know, I mean, that's just the truth.
Yeah. Gotcha, and I really appreciate it. I mean, this means the world. I never thought I would actually be able to take your time of day, and I do appreciate that
You know,
so much.
I'll tell you something else, okay? Like, you know, somebody showed a screenshot of my computer, you know, where I left it up and it showed all the things that are in my computer. Well, bottom
Saw
line
that,
is-
yeah.
Okay, bottom line is, you know, I send out, I don't know, 6, 7, 10 tweets every day, right?
I didn't know that many, but I know you do tweet every day.
Yeah, every day. Now, also, I have 5 different YouTube channels that I use, okay? And I have 3 different Twitters that I use. Now, I use Glory and Gold 2. I use RS Glory and Gold. I use Glory and Gold RS.
You have 3 Twitters?
Yeah.
It's a lot. I only have the one.
Well, I'm just saying, I do. Anyway, when I send Twitters out, I attach things to them, okay? And one thing about me, I do not destroy things, okay? Like if you send me an email, I still have that email. If I sent you a private message, I still have that private message. I save everything. So there's never an argument about whether I did do this or I didn't do that, okay? So, I just want
That's
you to know
good. It's
that.
good to have, copies of everything. It's
Right. So
like
you
they
know what?
say, keep a receipt of everything, so to speak.
So if I shouted you out, okay, in Twitter, which I do for people all the time if you watch, okay, I would find a piece of clip art of you and attach it to the shout out, okay? Now, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Right.
I mean, that's just the truth.
Right. It's definitely good shouting somebody out, especially if they're helping you out, etc. I met my idol, Miss Littles, the other day, and that was, oh my god, it was incredible. So it's always nice.
I've hosted her, I don't know, I'd be willing to bet I've hosted her 30 times, okay? And, there were many of those hosts that had hundreds and hundreds of people. And I've done nothing except talk good to her. I've had her on my show as a guest, okay? And introduced her to everybody there, okay? And I really like her. Now, there's a lot of people in the RuneScape community that think I'm some bad guy and I'm raining all this hate on all these people. But yet, if you actually go look at Twitter, you haven't seen me say, so-and-so's ugly, so-and-so's stupid, so-and-so's this, so I don't do that, ever.
Well, I did see the tweets against Machani's wife.
Okay, now tell me, what is it you think I said about her, okay? I said, you've been harassing me every day for a year, I wish you'd stop. Now,
Right, let me actually pull up
that's not
Twitter
a
real
personal attack. And if you go to her Twitter, you'll see she harasses me every day, okay?
That's true. I have seen, seems pretty hostile
Now
a little bit.
Go to my Twitter. Only in the last few days I just wrote, God, I wish you'd stop. You know what I mean? This has been going on for a whole year, and I haven't responded, But finally, after 3 days, I said, enough's enough. And let me explain to you where this all started, okay? Here's where it all started. Now, about 2 years ago, Mod Balance came to me and said, I think it'd be great if we cut a deal where we promote you and you promote us. I said, what do you have in mind? And he said, well, I think you should go after the bossing championship, okay? And I think you should work really, really hard, bust your butt, and end up killing more bosses than anybody else. And I think you'd be great for this, okay? He said, you got a great community and blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, I'll do that. So I spent a whole year doing it, okay? They fired Mod Balance, and Mod Shoney came in and said, we didn't ever have a deal with you. You're a liar, okay? Well, I showed the evidence on Twitter. I showed the evidence, on my channel 100 times. I showed all the tweets the messages back and forth and emails between me and Mod Balance, okay? They made a deal with me, and then they backstabbed me and went back on the deal. Now, that's just the truth. So anyway, Shawnee said I was lying and blah, 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 blah. But, I have the emails, okay? I have the private messages with Balance. They made a deal with me. I even have an email from the CEO of Jagex saying that that I'm in communication and you just keep doing what those people tell you to do and it'll all work out good, okay? So that's what the CEO told me. I have that email. I showed that email on screen 100 times, okay? So why he would say we never had a deal is beyond me, okay? And he's still in denial, even though everybody in the
It's probably just publicity. A lot of companies, they do stuff behind the scenes, and whether they do or don't, they try to keep, prying eyes away.
Right. So here's the bottom line. How many times would you let Mod Shawnee call you a liar or say what you're saying is not true before you'd go sour on him?
Going sour is understand. Now, what I'm curious about is why do you have to use the term butt buddies? I'm not saying it says anything, but it makes you seem a little hostile to extra groups. Why not say,
Well,
Shawnee, you're a liar?
You tell me, what do
Etc.
you think butt buddies mean? Okay.
I think it means when we screw somebody in the ass.
Okay. Well, I think it means they're butt heads. Okay.
Okay. Then why not rephrase? Then again, I don't want to seem like I'm attacking you. I'm just curious.
If
Why
I
not
want
change it to something like, you're a bunch of butt heads or jerks or something like that?
I just thought butt buddies at the time sounded kind of cute. Okay.
Okay, so just misunderstanding of, just, hey, I thought it was cute, etc.
I don't think Shawnee's gay.
Okay.
And
So
even if he was, it wouldn't affect what I think. You know what I mean? This is
that's
this is strictly a matter of point blank. They went back on their word and then lied about it. Okay.
okay.
And,
So
and I've said it. I've exposed them 50 times that they went back on their word and they lied about it. Now, if people want to think that it's okay for a company to do that, hey, that's their business. I don't care.
right.
So there you go.
Okay, awesome. So I can totally understand that, little hostility there with the J mods. Completely understandable. They say one thing, another thing
I don't
happens.
have anything against. I don't even know all these J mods. Okay, the only one I've had anything to do with is Mod JD and Mod Shawnee. Those are the only two I've ever had any. Because since Balance left. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever remembered JD until you said him just now. So I got just a few other questions, and I really appreciate this, guys. Make sure you give a Yahoo in the chat to Glory and Gold for coming and actually clearing their with us. I appreciate it a ton. Okay, and I'll even do a hit for you next time you speak, whatever. So with that said, okay, I just want to clear this up because I've seen what's been going on with you and Shawnee's wife. Okay, I've been seeing it's been a little sticky, so to speak. She's bipolar. She was pregnant at times. She was in labor. I got just one question, okay? She was saying all these mean, nasty things, etc. And I'm just speaking from my personal experience. Well, there was a time I used to be hateful and I used to be like, you know what, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, whatever. And then I'm kind of like, you know what? Can't argue with every idiot in the world. Ban, ignore, turn the other cheek. It's like Jesus even said. How come, if she's so toxic and all that, what's up with responding to it? That just makes you look bad.
Are you talking
What's
to
up
me?
with that?
You think I look bad by responding?
It does seem a little like that, especially if she's, even said she's mentally ill. That's like me going up to a schizophrenic person and having an argument with them and then wondering why he's getting mad.
Well, I think that, in all honesty, okay, I think for somebody to be obsessed to the point that she is, where every day she sends out all kinds of terrible things about me, okay, I think there's got to be some kind of mental health issue there, okay, in all honesty. Okay?
Yeah, well, she even said she has mental health issues.
Yeah.
She's bipolar, I believe she said,
Right.
so.
But anyway,
My mom's
I
bipolar.
still,
They go from
I still,
0 to 60.
we're sitting here. I challenge you to show me where I'm saying all these bad things about her.
Well, let me see what I can find real quick. 1 second.
Did you turn your mic off? Did you turn your mic off? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Um. Yeah, Tony, I'm here. UDC, totally.
Huh.
Do you reckon Tony would have...
Can you hear me now?
Oi, Lena.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Did
Can
you
you-
see what he just wrote in the chat? He's afraid that you're gonna find proof.
Hey,
Can
You
you?
know he's guilty.
I'm not saying guilty or not. Like I said, I'm not a judge or anything.
Guilty as well.
Will the thrill?
You've got
How
that beautiful locks to be a judge. What do you mean?
Guys, I'm trying to be
honestly-
civil and professional here, okay? I'm trying to be professional and semi,
But
civil.
Lena, there was nothing professional about Will the Thrill donkey punching some gay boy outside a bar.
Okay, I gotta be honest, I want to listen to Tony, but at the same time, if there's an article, I gotta see it.
Leonard,
Showed
there
you
is
the
an
article.
article. We've showed you the article. He 1 HP rock cake down to 1 HP with D hearts and went up and fucking murked the kid.
Okay, just post it in post it in Discord if there's anything. If there's anything in anything, post it in Discord.
He's a criminal.
Okay, now you're just being an asshole.
Sorry, but
Whoa.
oh, it gives me what the?
Marissa,
Criminal.
calm down.
Wait,
Marissa,
Tony,
calm
did you
down.
leave my server? Why'd you leave my server? What? There's no way.
Yeah, see, he's wrong.
See, if he wasn't guilty, he wouldn't run away, Lena.
Yeah, like a little punk.
Come down one channel, Dan.
Okay, there's my Discord.
Alright,
Alright, go back.
I'm gonna.
No, I don't know. Whoa, what the hell?
Y'all are bitches.
You're moving channels, Marissa. Oh, Marissa's gone. Where did Marissa go?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I'm way too fucked up for more Telos, but I'm still gonna try anyway.
She just feels sort of just
Oh,
said,
who's moving me?
I think it's a noob.
It's fucking Tremas being a dick. And I gotta repack this, guys. It's just about out. Alright,
Hello, can you hear me?
so Tony Ray just joined back.
so,
Wait,
Tony,
so
are you still coming
Tony Ray
back?
just
I'm
joined.
not gonna lie, Tony. I wanna believe you. Okay, but at the same time,
Can I
how did you leave the call?
I
in my
fucking hate you,
Discord
Tony. I hope you
server
die of
completely?
cancer.
It'll disconnect you and close Discord.
Fuck you, Tony Ray, you fat fuck.
Where is he?
Guys, when Tony comes back,
Oh, thank God.
He's back.
Look,
I
don't know.
Sorry,
Who's the ship?
I have emphysema.
alright, who's the ship?
I have emphysema.
Alright, thank you. I'm
Shut
sorry
up.
about these idiots. They're just being
it's not a
jackasses.
problem, okay?
To
I
alright,
don't know.
thank
The
you. I'm
server
sorry
just-
about these idiots.
Look,
They're
the
just
server
being
disconnected
jackasses.
on me, okay? I didn't just leave. The server disconnected. Look, the server.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, anytime that happens, just do exclamation point Discord in the chat, and it'll ring you right back.
Right? Now you can hear me fine, right?
Yep, I can hear you 100%.
Okay. I'm not running off or anything. Look, I haven't done anything. You know, like these.
And that's why I was saying it's just
Hey,
a DC.
Hey, all right, now I'm going to use it your word. These little buttheads, okay, that are saying this stuff about Will and being in jail and all that. I swear it's a total lie, okay?
And that's why I told
lie.
them. That's why I told them post it if there's evidence. If there's evidence, I want to see it, but I don't see anything.
Now, just like I tell you, you know, you say that, why do I keep saying all these bad things about Mahshani's wife? Well, I would just like to know, could you show me one bad thing I said about her personally, okay?
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
No
I
problem,
used to
okay?
work on myself.
You know, I mean, I think I've tweeted, I don't know, like, I have like 40,000 people on my Twitter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I've tweeted, I don't know, thousands and thousands of times, okay? And you know, you're just going to see where I've said something about her personally, okay? I've responded to her tweets, but you know.
Right, I've seen the responses, and I'm not saying you did personally. Just I was asking about, like, you know, what's with all the, you know, hostile tweets in general.
You know, in all honesty, like let's just say for example, I wanted to be a dick about this, okay? I would attack her about her mental illness. I would attack her about gaining weight after her pregnancy, okay? I would attack her about her, you know, website that is you know, all about S&M and being kinky, okay? But you've never heard me bring any of that stuff up, and never will I, okay?
Right, that's why I'm not asking about that stuff. Like, you know, she says you were shaming her for BDSM, and I wasn't there.
It's not true.
So I'm not saying anything.
And it's simply not true. You know, look, there were some people in my chat that found a Tumblr website of hers, okay, and we're talking about it. And I told them, I don't want to hear that shit. You guys knock that shit off right now.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Period. And, you know, like, I've banned 14,000 people. I don't care if I ban 10 more, okay? That's the truth. If
the list is unlimited.
If somebody's an asshole, then I don't want them in my chat, period, okay?
I totally agree.
No, I mean,
but I mean,
well, that's not what I see. But anyway, hey, we're different streamers and we have different attitudes. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I guess the part I'm having just a hard time understanding is.
And it doesn't mean that one.
You know,
is right,
I know
you're
you're a
wrong,
nice guy,
you know?
and I know you don't attack anyone personally.
Well, okay.
Okay, that's why I kind of took it with a grain of salt with what our misunderstanding.
Hey, just so we're clear, then, okay? See, I've never attacked her personally. And when she says bad things about me, after 6 months, okay, I finally responded, you know?
Yeah, well, one response, I can understand that, you know, enough's enough, you kind of just got to be up to someone and be like, you know, shut the fuck up and that, but
yeah,
we know she's mentally ill. We know when you're pregnant, hormones go nuts, so why drag it out?
At least put up proof if you're going to say things, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, okay?
Exactly, I agree. I'm just asking, why even carry on talking with her? Why not just block her and ignore anything that her followers say?
She's not even on my Twitter. She has her friends forward it to me, okay? She's blocked on my Twitter. Go look, okay?
I just realized I know she's blocked. I mean, why not just ignore it?
Well, I mean, you know, okay. How about when they come and they say that I called you names? Should I ignore that?
I would hope so.
Well, I didn't. I called her. I put a message on Twitter and said point blank, I never called Lena any names, and if you say I did, you're a liar. Show the proof. Show the proof. Because
I mean, I have people come into my stream and stuff all the time telling me,
and I made it real clear that you're my friend, and I've known you for a very long time, and I think I hold you in high regards, and I always have. Okay, now, you know, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Just ignore that? Because you know what? These idiots have you believe in it. Okay, and it's just not true.
Yeah, why are there 2 Sir Tony Rays?
Because I tried to log back in, and then I hit refresh, and the other one popped up. That's why, okay? I'll get out of one of them, okay? There.
Right.
I just got out of one.
Can you
hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, all right. Because, you know, you sent me the second link, and I started it again, okay? I don't
Yeah.
want anybody to think that I'm avoiding talking to you or answering any questions. You can ask me anything you want, and I'll tell you my honest opinion. Now, it doesn't mean
Right,
that,
and I
doesn't
appreciate
mean that
that.
my opinion's correct. Not at all. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
but
So with that said,
I'll
with
tell you
us,
what I really
you know,
think. You know, you asked
for
me
us,
about
for the
the
most part,
RS guy. I told you what the answer was. Right? I don't have anything against
Right.
him. I'm not mad at him. Blah 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 blah. Okay, except that he came into my chat and started a bunch of shit with 100 people. Okay. Now
Right.
ask him. He'll say, "Yeah, I did," or he's lying, and I have the proof. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like you guys just like are having a rivalry now that's like over something done that should have just been ended a while ago. But anyways, enough of that. You did clarify the RS guy. You did, to an extent, clarify with the wife and all that. Now, I got one other question. Okay, this is just being a fellow PVMer and streamer myself. Okay, what's with all the telling people you're absolutely the greatest? Yeah, you got the numbers, partners. That's badass. You got a huge following. But what's up with just going flat out saying I'm number one in everything?
Okay,
I'm just curious.
Okay, do me a favor, okay? All right, go to my YouTube channel, RS Glory and Gold, okay? You'll see where there's a video there about me hitting 300,000, okay? Boss kills. Now, click the video and just listen to it for a couple of minutes. And the first thing you're going to hear me say is, I could have never done it without all the Golden Goons helping me kill these bosses. And I want to give all the credit to the Golden Goons. Now, just go watch the video.
It's not just that. It's not just that. Someone says anything different, I can understand banning haters. Soon as someone mentions, that it was all Satan a mask or something, you ban them instantly. I'm just curious.
Okay, now here's another thing. I don't even ban people on my channel. If you go look, you're going to find that I have like 10 mods, okay? And there's a guy named GoldMod13. He's totally in charge of the mods. And he goes and researches things and then unbans people, okay? And he even sends them little messages like, hey, I'm sorry that happened, blah, 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 okay? But,
Okay.
So I can't answer for what all the mods in my channel do, okay?
But they're your mods.
Because I have like...
That's like my
30 of them,
mods telling someone to kill somebody and then it's still my mods.
Well,
I'm responsible for them.
I don't believe that you'll ever see where a mod in my channel told somebody to go kill themselves, okay?
I'm not saying your channel. I'm saying that's like a mod in
I'm
my
just saying.
channel
But all
saying
I'm
that,
saying
and
is,
me saying it's not my
I
responsibility.
know, but you asked me when people get banned, okay?
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah.
We have somebody who actually goes back and reviews every ban and makes sure that it was for a good reason, okay? And the people
Yeah.
who...
Well, why not
want
just
bans
clarify that with them?
Well, because
Why not just clarify?
Okay.
It's okay if people say it.
Well, look, I'm in the stream. Well, I don't care if people say, "Oh, it's all masses. It's all masses." Why would I care?
Why not just clarify with the mods? Because I mean, personally, I think massing is one of the coolest things.
Me too, and I brag about it all the time. And like I said,
Yeah, I love it. It's a good way to bring the community together, etc. But I mean,
every
why
time
not clarify with the mods that it's okay not to ban everyone to every 2 seconds for saying that? That's like people coming in calling me a tranny, and I'm like, give them a few minutes, see what happens.
Well, I think people who are negative, okay, are not good for my channel. So, and I think
Totally understandable.
And I think that when people come in and spout off negative things, I wish they would just go somewhere else because I don't want to be involved in their negativity, okay?
I fully agree. It's like, if you're going to be negative, why'd you even show up today?
Right. So,
I fully, as a streamer, I can understand that. And again, just clarifying, I don't want to seem like I'm attacking you. I'm just, the questions that everyone wants to know. And I'm just like,
I'm not mad at you. I wasn't mad when I came here, was I?
not at all. And I'm also clarifying for them.
And
I don't want you guys thinking me and Glory Gold got beef right now because
we don't.
We clarified everything on our end. And
I don't have a beef, okay? That's the truth.
Yeah, and I wish Tony no ill will. We're just, chatting about some of the subjects that
and if you look on the Twitter, you'll see I made a damn video saying what a great friend you are and how much I like you, and I'd never say bad things about you. You know what I mean?
And I appreciate it.
So people just say things, just like they're talking about Will getting arrested. It's all a lie, okay? Why people say this crap, I have no idea. You know what I mean?
Well, just to be dicks, basically.
The guy said, ask if he better than Couchy, okay? I'm a harder worker than Couchy. Now, what I mean by that is, I sit and I
You
grind
stream every
bosses,
day.
and I grind and I grind and I grind. Okay, now I have no idea if I could go, kill this boss in 2 seconds because I've never tried, and I have no idea if I could go kill this boss in 2 minutes, and I have no idea if I could go two-man this because I've never tried. Okay, but in all honesty, I think when it comes to a one-on-one fight one time with one boss, I think Couchy's probably a lot better than me. Okay, I know that. Oh gosh.
So you're saying skill-wise, he's definitely got the beef, but he's what I mean by beef is he's got the skill. So you admit he's got the skill. It's just
Well,
as far as streaming hours in, hanging out, and working on the stream, you do a lot longer.
Not just that, but I think maybe you can relate to this. You don't have the time to sit and practice your 4-click because you've got things in real life that you have to take care of. You know what I mean? I do a talk show. I make other videos. Like and I stream, and I also have 2 other people who stream on my channels, and I have to keep track of what they do and make sure they're doing the right thing. And anyway, I'm a busy guy, and I got a lot of stuff that I have to do in life. And
you're busy. You're busy.
So I can't sit there and practice 4-clicking. But I'll tell you what I can do. I can grind better than anybody in the game. And when you say all-time boss kills, what does that have to do with you being able to 3-click or 3-second kill bandos?
I think people, and by people I mean most of the PVM community, I think they're just kind of looking at it as like, he's got all these mass kills and he's saying he's number one, but we're over here working our asses off, say doing 3,000-4,000 enraged telos, and what the hell? We're basically getting told we're shit almost. It's almost like they're taking it that way.
Okay,
and I'm not saying that's how it is. I'm saying that's what it
head.
seems.
That's in their head. It's not in my head. Okay, it's like, do you think a player is a great player if he gets 200 million in every skill?
I'm gonna be honest. Yes,
I do too. So, but is it because he's really skilled, or is it because he put a hell of a lot of hard work and time into it?
Yeah.
Which is it? It's because he put a hell of a lot of hard work and time, right?
Touche.
So if you think those players are the great players, why wouldn't you think I'm a great player if I put hours and hours and weeks and months and months and months into killing these bosses? I'm grinding them just like the people who, go to the abyssal and sit there and clack on little bugs and say, "Oh, well, look how great I am! I got 200 million."
Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree.
So why wouldn't I get the same credit that they get?
What would you say? And I'm just curious.
I spent 6,000
what would you say
hours
to people?
I spent 6,000 hours killing 3,000 bosses. Now, don't you think that's an achievement?
I think it's a damn good achievement. Now, oh my god, I'm so high, I'm losing my train of thought.
Now, I'll just ask you a couple of quick questions. How many people in the 250 million RuneScape accounts, how many do you think have ever reached 100,000 boss kills?
I think,
according to Mod Sean's
just
report, no, 10. 10 people have reached 100,000 boss kills out of the 250 million accounts. Now, how many do you think have reached 200,000?
3?
3. That's right. Now, out of the 10, I'm one of them. Out of the 3, I'm one of them. Now, how many people do you think have reached 300,000 boss kills?
No idea.
Only one, me.
Right. So I just got a question, because you do, the masses and stuff. What do you say to people that are like, say comparing you to, say, Malad, who goes ham with a nihil minimum inventory of food, and he's decking Telos 3,000 in rage. What do you say to people that are like, he's putting in work, to whereas you're sitting there smoking and not even clicking on the boss? What would you say to that?
First of all, I don't know him, okay? Now, the only thing I do know about him is he came into my chat and said a whole bunch of rude things and made a big scene and told some lies, okay? Now, that's what I do know about him. I've never watched his channel, never seen him kill a boss, but I'll go so far as to say... I'll go so far as to say he must be really, really great. You know what I mean?
I've seen Malad. He's
But I don't.
Oh
know
my god, that guy's
'cause
a god.
I don't know that because I've never even seen him. Never even watched his channel one time. Never been
So
in his
all the
channel.
issues are right.
But why is he coming into my channel making such a big scene, and telling lies? Okay.
Right. So here's a question. I think I'm trying to remember my train of thought here. I do apologize for
No,
this.
it's
Okay.
I'm, I'm here for the. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? So the issues with the other streamers, the general gist I'm getting about is you've never seen their streams at all, really. You've kind of just stuck to your own thing, and they're just popping into yours, being like, "You're a piece of shit," etc. Does that about summarize it up?
That's exactly what it is. Okay.
Right.
Lena, am I hard to get to talk to?
No.
So if
I mean,
any
no.
of these people ever had an issue with me in the past, why couldn't they have just come and said, "Hey, Tony, I want to talk to you"?
Right.
You've been in my Discord. You used to come in my Discord a lot. Okay. I mean, you've been in my channel. Okay. Am I lying? Am I making this up?
No, I've been in your channel before. I even tried to join your clan initially.
Now look, when you watch my stream, okay, how many people do I shout out who are streamers? Everyone that comes in, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been in your streams in like a year. I'm sorry.
Well, no problem. But anybody who does, okay, they have to admit I shout out every single person who comes in my stream. Now that's the truth. And there were times where I shouted out Malad, and there were times where I shouted out the RS guy. Okay, they came in, I popped up, played a couple of clips for them, told everybody to go follow them, told them they were great guys, and I do that to every streamer who comes into it. Okay.
Right.
Now that's just the truth. I've been nothing but
Right.
nice to
I agree.
every
That's-
one of them.
I think it's incredible that you shout out, everyone who comes around. I do appreciate that. That's pretty good for the community, shouting
The
everyone
last time
out.
you were in my chat, I shouted you out. I played a clip of you and I put your thing up there and I asked people to go follow you. The last time you
Oh god,
were
I
in my
remember
chat-
that. I died on stream.
Now, am I lying
I was
or not?
dying. No, I remember that because I was looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, that's me dying on a bong head.
Now is that the kind of action that says I'm a hater and I don't like you and I think bad things about you?
Not at all. And the reason I'm just trying to clarify all this
Okay,
too
now one
is
more thing is, how long ago was that? I think it was about a month ago that you came in my chat and I shouted you out.
months ago. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember college, and I graduated like months ago.
But you remember me showing the clip, and the only reason I showed that
I do remember that.
because that was the only clip you had. Okay, if there were others,
Right.
I would have played them too. Okay, so I don't, like I said, people they come and they say all these terrible things like, oh, Will was in jail for beating up a gay guy with 4 other guys. Okay, and you know what? Everybody in your chat believed that, and they heard that. Okay, even you said, oh, really? I didn't know that. I never heard that. Okay. Now,
That's why I told people post an article. There's no way. Like I didn't hear that.
yeah, I mean, people come and they just say lies after lies after lies after lies,
So I got 2 questions for you, and I don't want to take up all your time. So I got
Yeah.
2 questions for you. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say to people? Because I've had a lot of people notice this, that when you come to clear the air, so to speak, with people or to apologize or whatever the case may be, and I'm just being general with that.
Well,
They say 9 times out of 10, it's half the time it's not even a clearing the air, it's just you self-promoting.
well, why would I come apologize to you when I've done nothing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not saying you're apologizing. I'm just
Now, if it'll make you feel
I'm just
better,
curious
okay.
about that.
Well, I feel I apologize that there was ever a misunderstanding between you and I. Okay.
Yeah, and I appreciate. I'm just curious, why people say that in general. They say that not just with me, but like anyone else you've ever talked to.
Well,
And I don't have exact
okay,
quotes or anything, but
could you name
I'm
somebody
just
I've
curious.
talked to? I'm just curious. Okay. Can you name somebody I've talked to?
Not right now. I'm way too high.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think anybody in your chat can name somebody that I've talked to, okay? I don't know if you know it or not, but I do a deal called Tony's Talk Show, where I actually go interview all kinds of streamers. And, I think last year I did 24 interviews, and it's on YouTube, okay, every one of the interviews. I promoted those 24 streamers last year. And, this year we have plans on doing 36 more, okay?
That's impressive. Nice.
And remember, I've hosted 900 times with 600 different people, okay? I mean, I'm not down on streamers. I'm not. You know, people say, why can't I stream and be in your
if
clan?
you have an issue with any of them in general,
people say, why
they
can
just
I?
say that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what it is.
I understand.
They say it just seems like he's promoting, like,
Right.
oh, he's talking about his KC. He's talking about how many views he's gotten. I'm curious about that.
Well, no, people come to me and say, you're a bum streamer, you're blah, blah, blah. I say, well, all I can tell you is in the RuneScape 3 category, I have 4 million views. Almost, okay? Can you name somebody that even has half that many that's only a RuneScape 3 streamer? So if I'm a bum, well, I have twice as many views as anybody else, okay? So how do you call me the bum, okay?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just trolls. I'd say fuck him and just ban him.
And all I'm doing is answering the troll, okay?
I just stubbed my toe.
All I'm doing is answering the troll, you know, that's all. Now, it says, why Glory and Gold and RS Guy hate each other? Like I said, I don't hate him, okay? Honestly and truly.
I think it was just a misunderstanding, but...
No, it's not a misunderstanding. He owes me an apology. Him and 100 people came into my chat and started a big riot and caused a bunch of trouble. Professional.
I meant a misunderstanding in the sense that they thought you hated him.
No, I don't even know him, okay? I don't think
so let's clear that real quick, okay, guys? Just clarify. Am I right in thinking you're kind of like me? You don't hate anybody.
Well, there's a couple of people that I got to tell you I hate, okay? But, I mean... But
I can agree with...
But not over petty shit that somebody says in chat, okay? That's for sure, okay?
It's more so like, I don't hate you, RS Guy. I don't even hate you, Shawnee. It just, you guys lie to me, or when you come start talking mess, then it's like you're basically a dick. So.
Yeah, that's what I think, okay?
I gotcha.
I don't hate that. That's really the truth. Matter of fact, I have a clip of Mod Shawnee coming in my chat yesterday, or it might have been today. He actually came in my chat today, and he sat and he lurked, okay? So guess what I did? I invited him to get in Discord, just like we're doing right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I told everybody in chat, you be respectful to him. If you say one bad word to him, I'll ban you.
Right.
And if you think I wouldn't ban him, you don't know me, okay? I don't care if it was my best friend, I'd ban him, okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't want anybody coming into my chat and being disrespected when they're a guest, okay?
Exactly. I don't like when people come like, oh, you're a piece of shit. Like, I know some people have some heated attitudes in regards to, you whatnot, but that's like I tell them, hey, we can be civil, we can chat, we don't need to be disrespectful.
Now, Lena, you've been on a bunch of raids with me where my chat goes and raids a streamer, okay?
Yes, I remember those.
Now, what do we tell everybody? Do not go over there and say one rude thing. Do not go over there and say one bad thing. If you do, we're going to ban you from our channel. Now, is that true or not?
Sure, I've seen you do it.
Okay. So, in other words, I don't think it's okay to go do something bad to some other streamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Personally, I think it is, I think it's pretty shitty when people just come in, even if they're big-time streamers, and kind of like, just start trash talking you.
But, here you went with me to all those things, and you never saw one of us act up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's good to know that you don't hate, any of them. It's going to, like... Am I right in even probably saying, with Shawnee's wife, you don't hate her, you just don't like her?
I don't even know her. She's some stranger that says bad things about me every single day, okay? That's all she is.
I gotcha.
That's all she is to me. Just a stranger. I don't know her. I've never spoken to her in my life, okay? And all she does is say bad things. She takes things out of context, okay? And I think some things she actually fabricates or imagines, okay? Now, if that's true or not, I don't know, okay? Because I don't know her and I've never spoken to her. How can you judge somebody you've never even talked to? But I know you sat there on your little phone there and looked and looked and looked. You couldn't find one place where I've said one bad thing about her, could you?
I'm going to be honest, I couldn't find her profile.
Okay.
I forgot my Twitter password.
Yeah. Anyway, the only thing I ever do is respond, and I don't respond in a personal way. Period. I've never attacked her for the way she looks or that she's a female, or I've never attacked her for anything, okay? And
right.
And anyone who says I did, they're just lying,
So you don't hate her, like you don't,
I
you know,
don't
anything.
even
It's just
know
kind of
her.
like
You know what I wish she
basically.
would do? I wish she would forget my name, okay? That's what I wished. I wish she would just forget my name and leave me alone.
So if her friends were just 100%, you know, we're not even gonna post shit on his Twitter, look on it, you wouldn't even care about it at all.
They're all blocked, so you know what I mean? The only way I ever see anything she says is when she has her friends send it to me because she can't.
Right. So
I mean, hey, I don't know what more can I do, you know what I mean? Hey,
touche. That's a lot of moderation and filtering in. That's like, ooh, whoa.
man, if you only seen how many people I blocked, okay, on Twitter, okay? You know, like, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 of them, okay?
Yeah.
Now, here's
And I just
another
want to
mistake.
clarify.
Now, here's another mistake people make, okay? They always say the RS community, the RS community, the RS community. You know, I get over 1,000 new follows every single month, okay?
Right.
Over 1,000 new followers, okay? And I can prove it. I can show it to you, you know? Well, evidently, everybody in the RuneScape community don't think this or don't think that. Or why are these new 1,000 people following me every month, okay?
Right. And it's good to hear what's it called that, you know, you don't actually hate anything that's gays or anything like that. Because I think a lot of people are kind of, one reason they're getting heated is they're like, it seems Tony hates the gays and
Well,
the
they
trans
keep,
and all
hey,
that.
they keep saying that. I think you've heard me say 1,000 times, Lena, and honestly, that what you do in your bedroom is none of my business.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's good to know you don't hate the LGBT community.
How many times
That's-
have you heard me say that what you do in the bedroom is your own business? I don't want to know.
I'm going to be honest.
I don't care if you take a sheep in there and have sex with it, okay? I don't care. It's none of my business. You know what I mean? I don't want to know.
Why the sheep?
Well, no, I was just taking it to an extreme. That's all, okay?
I know. I'm screaming. I'm like, why the sheep? What did the sheep do?
Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, and now he must hate sheep. You know, hey, I don't want to know. I don't want to know about your sex life. I don't think you want to know about mine. Okay.
Right.
Okay. You know, and
then
no one's gonna say they ever heard me talking about their sex life or talking about this shit or that shit, because I don't want to know. I don't care. Okay.
gotcha. So you guys already here. Tony don't give a shit if you're LGBTQI, and J, or if you're taking your, you know, sheep to the bedroom, which that's a whole other subject. But
No,
you guys heard it here. He doesn't give a damn about it.
No, I don't. It's none of my business, and I don't hold it against you unless I'm your neighbor and I have to listen to you screaming. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm your next door neighbor and I have to keep listening to that sheep going bah bah, well then I care, okay? Yeah, but other than that, I don't care. You know.
Well, that's good to hear. It's refreshing.
You know
And
what?
it's also good
Now,
to
I
hear
will tell you
because
another
one of
thing.
the
Some people had a misunderstanding about this, okay? But I used to tell this one joke, okay? And it was about LDSs, okay?
right?
Do you know what an LDS is?
No idea.
Okay, well, that's how I was about a year ago about this LGBT. I didn't even know what it was, okay? But anyway.
I remember when you called memes memes.
Yeah. But you know, on this, I used to make a joke about how, I don't know why people keep saying I hate LDSs. I don't hate LDSs. They're really nice people, man. They come to my door, knock on my door, pass out pamphlets, blah, 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 blah. Why do these people keep saying I hate LDSs, okay? And then they say,
Yeah.
no, we mean LGBTs. We mean LGBTs. I said, hell, I don't even know what an LGBT is. Why are you saying this crap, you know? So anyway,
Right.
I used to
Oh, God.
I used to tell that joke all the time, okay?
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that you don't hate, you know, any LGBT. That's refreshing because, you know, a lot
You're
of
the
people.
only one I know. You're the only one I know. How can I hate somebody? I don't even know. You're the only one I know. Do you feel like I hate you?
I'm going to be honest. I can't even feel my toes right now, so I'm going to say no.
Anyway.
But like I said, this
I
is.
don't hate you, and I don't sit and talk bad about you ever, 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 Lena.
And I appreciate it so much. And I got to be honest, it's really heartening to hear that some of my favorite streamers, you know, some of the people I look up to, that you don't actually have beef with them. Because I think a lot of people are kind of just jumping on the bandwagon and being like, oh, he hates the RS guy, when, you know, you said yourself you don't hate them, you just think they're dicks.
I only know one thing about him, because like I said, I've never had a conversation, and I don't watch his channel.
So you've never actually talked to him or seen him?
No. I mean, I know what he looks like. He looks like an Arab guy who's gay. That's what he looks like to me, okay? And I don't mean that derogatory, okay? I don't.
You just mean it like he just has that look to him.
Yeah, that's what I think,
Okay, that's perfectly, I can work with that.
And you know
That's
what?
good.
And I think a whole lot of people think the same thing. Don't you think he's some handsome Arab guy? Honestly, be honest, okay?
I'm going to plead the fifth on this.
Okay, hey, you see that? You know what I mean? Hey, in all honesty, doesn't he seem, a little bit on the sensitive side? Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I've only seen him a handful of times, so
Yeah. Well, anyway.
not 100%.
Yeah, and look, I didn't mean it derogatory. Like if I say so and so over there is gay, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's just a description of them. Okay.
Yeah, it's just, a little scribe. Well, that's good to know, because I'm going to be honest, when I saw that, I totally took that the wrong way. I'm like, what the fuck's he got against gay people, etc.? What the hell?
I don't have nothing against a person who's gay. And
that means the world.
The funny part is, he thinks it's an insult if you call him gay.
Well, he is Arab. That is kind of a big insult. That's like,
Well,
you're
he's
going to
not
die,
Arab.
kind of
He's
thing.
not Arab. He said he's not an Arab and he's not gay.
Hey, that's what he says.
Well, I'm just saying, okay, but that's how he looked to me, and I don't know him. So when somebody asked me about him, I said, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just want to clarify for the rest of the community, because I know you've already said this. I'm going to basically simplify this so they can understand. You correct me if I'm wrong. Guys, Tony's even said to, as we've heard, he doesn't give a damn about LGBT. Just do it in your bedroom and whatever. We've heard he don't give a damn about that.
I don't care
And,
if you're heterosexual. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. You know what I mean?
yeah, and we want to clarify that, this is what Tony said, in regards to him posting the I'm the best in the RuneScape streamer. He doesn't mean it in the sense that, he's going to 4-tick, auto-attack, full manual tell us a 4K in rage. He means that he's put in a ton of hours, which...
I'm the hardest worker. I'm the hardest worker. And in RuneScape, you reward people for being the hardest worker, okay?
Yeah. That's like, what's called... I consider myself a hard worker getting 200 millions. That doesn't necessarily mean I think I'm the best. It's just I think, what the hell was that?
No, let me ask you this one too, okay? People always they say this crap and that crap, okay, about trying to put together groups, okay? So, do you think it's easy to find a group to go boss with?
Pretty easy, but I'm antisocial.
I'm sorry?
It's really easy. I'm just antisocial.
Well, an awful lot of people I know say it's real hard to find a group to go boss with, okay?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I've never had that issue.
Like if you go over and try and do Angel of Death, okay, guess what they do? How many kills do you have? What level are you this? Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have this? Do you have that? Okay? It's real hard to get in one of those groups.
Huh. I've never actually had that.
Well,
I've never.
I just know a lot of people say that, okay?
Yeah. And, okay, the one I was getting with, I got to remember that what's called... there was something I was trying to clarify. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Just, when the weed, well, you don't know, but when the weed kicks in, it's like, holy crap.
But
Okay.
Look, there's a lot of people in this world that are going to like you as a streamer, and there's a lot of people that are not going to like you as a streamer.
What Tony's saying, guys, is he may not be, 4-ticking on the full manual, tell us or whatever. But at the same time, he's still here at least trying to put an effort. Yeah, he smokes his cigarettes, but you guys see me. I'll sit at fucking AOD smoking a bong, not paying attention. He's just saying it in the sense that, hey, I've grinded this a lot, and it's pretty cool. It's like a skiller coming up to a PVMer and saying, hey, I maxed out all my skills. He doesn't mean it offensively. And I'm going to be honest, Tony, that was one of my biggest peeves I had for a while, and I'm so happy you clarified that for me. Like, seriously, that makes... You have no idea how happy I am right now. I went from literally before you came here to, fuck, what's going to happen next? Is this really glory gold? And now I'm kind of like...
Hey, Lena, haven't me and you talked 1,000 times?
Yeah, we have, just not recently.
Well, I'm just saying, and recently, like I said, when you came to see me, I shouted you out and played your video and told everybody to go follow you and to go watch you. I mean, no, I'm just being honest, okay? So,
Yeah, and Allie, I'm definitely not the best PBM.
but yet the whole world had you convinced that I'm this terrible guy saying all these terrible things about you with no proof.
And I'm going to be honest, I was wrong with that. I kind of stopped tuning in after a while, started kind of having my own thoughts, and then it's pretty easy to fall in with the others.
Well, I just want you to know, I think the world of you. Is it possible that in the 3.5 years we've been friends, I said some smart-ass remark to you or about you? Of course it is. It's possible, okay? But
Yeah.
I don't remember ever saying anything bad about you ever in my life, okay? And I've always thought the world of you, and me and you always had a great time. I don't care if we were chopping elders or we were killing Vindicta, okay? We always had a great time, you know? And
Yeah.
and that's the truth. And you know what? I've shown your character off. I've shown your stream off. I've bragged about you, and I've told everybody that we're best buddies. Okay, now am I lying or not?
Yeah.
I am lying.
But no, I'm sorry. I was reading a message for a second and trying to listen. It's hard
Look,
multitasking.
okay, but I just want you to know. I shouted you out. I've told everybody that we're buddies. Okay. Hey, the whole time knowing that you're an what's it called?
LGBT.
LBGT. Okay, the whole time knowing, right?
Close enough. LGBT. You got it.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, but you understand what I mean, right? Hey, now.
Yeah, I understand.
Look, if I hate that people who fall into that category, why am I telling everybody what good friends we are and how long we've known each other? And
you have a good point, and that's what I was saying. I got my train of thought back. I was saying I was absolutely wrong. I should have actually come and gotten the facts first. It just
now tell you what I know about you. I know that you're married. You've been married to this guy. He's in the military. Okay. I know you were going through this therapy and that therapy and this training and I know you were at one time you were taking shots. Okay. Hey, I've known all that stuff about you all this time. Okay. And guess what? You're my friend.
It's good to hear, and I did want to clarify too. I kind of exaggerated my spouse because I'm actually the veteran. I was talking about myself, and I'm actually married to a female. I'm actually the Army veteran. But yeah,
I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's how they know I'm married with a wife.
It's like I was under the impression that this one cute little girl running around with her Indian outfit was your. See, I even remember what she looks like. Okay. Remember the little Indian outfit she wore with the feathers hanging down and all that, okay? All this time I thought that was your sister, okay? Because you told me it was your sister, okay?
Yeah. Well, that was me being a little more protective because when it comes to my family, and this is why I kind of just jumped to conclusions when I saw Shawnee's wife is, I know what it's like to not have a family, and then when you have a family, it's really easy to kind of be like, oh, shit, take shit a little personally.
It would be real easy for me to just say, why in the hell would you guys listen to some crazy-ass bitch? But I've never said anything like that about her, okay?
No, you haven't.
And I never will, and that's the truth, okay? All I want for her to do is forget my name. Forget I even exist, you know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah.
But she's the one that's obsessed, not me, okay? And like I said, I'm not mad. She's caused me more problems and more bullshit and brought more hate on me than you can imagine. And the truth is, I don't even know her. I've never even talked to her. And even after all this, I still don't hate her. I don't even know her, I just assume that, she's a little bit out there in the nuts category and I just shine it all on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good to have so much of this, what's it called, have this clarified because it's so easy when you hear about one thing and then on the internet something else pops up. It's like you barely have time to process what you first heard the first time.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's really made my night.
All these disagreements came down to one thing. When they fired Mod Balance, they went back on their word, and then they lied about it, okay?
Right.
That's the truth. Now...
I mean, I don't know about that, so I'm not going to assume anything about it.
I understand, but everybody else knows because it's been on Twitter 100 times, and it's been on, on my channel. I have no problem just showing the emails, okay?
Yeah.
They made a deal with me, and then they backed out and lied about it, okay? Now, that's what it really comes down to.
I got you. It's good to clarify all this with you, just
Yeah, but it's not personal. Do you understand what I mean?
yeah, and also I just I appreciate you answering the questions that not just coming to talk with me about our relationship personally.
Hmm?
It means the absolute world that you also answered the questions the community was thinking,
You know,
and I don't mean like the entire
let me
community. I
answer
mean
one more because I know this affects a lot of people. But we do not allow people to come into our chat and join our chat. I mean, join our clan if they're a streamer. Okay.
right,
Now, the reason why is because we have three people who are streamed that belong to our clan already. Me, Eric, and Will. Okay.
right. That's three clans.
No, I own
All right.
I own all three clans. Okay. All right. When we got to 500, we started the second one. When it got to 1,000, we started the third one, and we're working on getting the third one to 500 too. But what I'm saying is that we have three streamers that live in this house. Okay. Me, Eric, and Will all live in this house together, and we all three stream. Now, we're not going
Right.
to let some stranger come in and just say, okay, I want to join your clan so I can stream, okay? Now,
Yeah.
if you're going to belong to our clan, we want some control over what you say, how you act, and what you allow to go on in your stream. Does that make sense?
I got you. So it's not that you don't want to help other streamers out, or be like, hey, this person streams cool. It's more so that they're in your clan. So even when they're on stream, they're still representing you,
Absolutely.
and you want to make sure.
And we want
it's
to
not
say
first
so in the
because-
content. Yeah.
I can totally understand. That's like someone
Now, Lena,
coming.
Lena,
Yeah.
we have room for three more streamers, and I've interviewed I don't know like 7 people, but the guy says, well, I can't come without my girlfriend. One guy said I can't come without my 4 dogs. Okay, I mean if we're going to end up with 6 streamers living in the stream house, all streaming RuneScape. Now you watch and see, okay? And we're going
Damn.
to, and our channel is going to go 24 hours a day, okay? Non-stop, 7 days a week. Now right now we do 16 hours a day, every single day, because there's 3 of us. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That's a long ass stream.
Yeah, and like
That's
I said, and then I do 5 YouTube channels and I do a talk show in the morning, okay?
Yeah,
Which is on just chat, And
yeah. That's not even counting RS. That's just chat. Like, hey, let's do the talk show.
yeah. But anyway, I just want people to constantly say, "How come you don't let streamers be in your clan? How come you don't let?" You can stream anything you want and be a member of Glory and Gold, but you can't stream RuneScape without our permission. And there's 3 of us that do it. Eric.
Yeah.
I didn't know Eric 8 months ago. I'd never met him before in my life. But we agreed to let him come and hang out for a couple of days, and he came and hung out for a couple of days, and we liked him, so we asked him to stay for a week, and he stayed for a week. And then we said, why don't you go home and get all your stuff, come back? And, I've never charged him 1 single penny of rent, or never accepted 1 penny from him for food, not for anything.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
So, here's a stranger that we knew in the clan, okay, who wanted to be a streamer. So we brought him into our house. He uses our computers, our internet. We pay all the rent. We pay everything, okay? Everything.
Oh.
And, and we're looking for 3 more people to do that with. Now, that's the truth. So, all these people say all this shit. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's all taken out of context and it's all lies, And
That is refreshing. It's refreshing to know that it's out of context. And I mean,
well, like I said,
that was something I'd always been.
And I'll give you another good example. There's a guy, I forgot what his name is. Damn, I'm going to hate myself tomorrow for this. But anyway, I think we have 7 or 8 different people in our clan that don't stream RuneScape, but they stream, And we host them every chance we get, Every chance we get.
I got you. And I do got to answer one of my viewers because one of my viewers is a friend named Mojo. Mm-hmm. He missed this part of the stream. I want to clarify, Mojo. We actually spoke about the RS guy, and it's not that he didn't call him a gay-looking Arab. He didn't mean it offensive. He just thought, hey, he looks Arab, and
somebody asked me,
and
the context is they asked me, do you know the RS guy? And I said, well, I'm not really sure who you're talking about. Are you talking about the guy, he looks like an Arab, and is he gay? Okay? Now, that's what I said. Now, I don't think it's derogatory to call somebody gay. I don't think it's derogatory to call somebody an Arab, to say they look like they're Arabic, okay? Now, you
Right.
know,
Oh, that's actually a good question, Mojo. I actually forgot all about that. He's a fellow streamer and friend of mine. He wants to know what's your response on about Cash Stack and his boyfriend and him being gay?
some guy came into my chat and said he was Cash Stack's boyfriend and said that, that they were broke up right now, blah, 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 okay? And that Cash Stack has been saying all kinds of bad stuff about you, blah, 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 blah. So I challenged Cash Stack to a boss killing competition, okay?
Okay.
I just told the truth. Truth is, some guy came into my chat and said he was Cash Stack's boyfriend. Okay?
Right. So some guy
That's the
came in
truth. I don't know, okay? And I said I don't know. You watch the video. I said, I really don't know, okay? I just know some guy keeps saying he's your boyfriend. And you know what I mean?
I got you. So it's basically, I'm not saying you're gay or you got a boyfriend. Just I got a dude come in saying he's
Saying
your
you
boyfriend.
are.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. And he said...
That's like how I took it.
Yeah. And he said that you keep talking trash about me, okay?
Damn.
So I'm challenging you to a boss killing competition, okay?
Gotcha. It's good to know. So
And look, I made a video about it. All you got to do is watch the video. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Just watch it and see if that's not what I said.
gotcha. And I'm just clarifying for the newer people that it's not a hate thing. It's just misunderstanding. Hey, that's what happens when someone comes into your stream and it's like,
look, it's a real common thing. If you challenge somebody to a this or to a that, to say, well, if you don't have the balls for it, okay? Look, that's not some gay remark or whatever, okay? I mean, it's not. You know what I mean? And anybody who thinks it is wrong. That's just a common thing that men say to each other, okay?
yeah. And also, Mojo, I do want to clarify for you. When he was calling Shawnee and his friends, butt buddies, he didn't. He said, to clarify that he didn't mean it, badly. He just kind of meant it in the sense that, hey, they're jerks, they're jackasses, kind of thing. He thought it was really cute.
Or buttheads, okay?
Exactly, yeah, or buttheads. He just thought it was a cute title and just kind of went with it. I can understand that because I've done some dumbass titles when I've been stoned. So, yeah, he doesn't mean that in a derogatory term. It just, he thought it was cute and it was just kind of like, hey, you guys are dicks kind of thing. Okay, and Mojo also has the question, and a few others, I guess. Why did you bring up sexuality?
Well, because his boyfriend came into my chat.
Right, that's what it was. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm stoned.
Because his boyfriend came into my chat.
Yeah. The reason he said that, Mojo.
That's the only reason I said that, okay?
And he wants to know how it's relevant to a challenge. Mojo, aren't you streaming right now anyway? I thought you were doing Virago. Okay. Well, I'm assuming you can see the chat, right? Or not so much.
Like he says, why is it relevant to the challenge? I only issued the challenge because his boyfriend came into my chat and said all those things. That's why it's relevant to the challenge.
Gotcha. I get what you're saying now. I'm sorry. I'm fucking thinking. He's saying that he brought it up just because he legitimately thought he was gay. Is that about right?
Yeah. Well, that his boyfriend told me all that stuff. What am I supposed to think? You know what I mean? Gotcha.
So basically, he's never met Cash Stack. He just had some dude coming on. So when he brought it up, he assumed he was gay. As I guess is what he's saying. Is that about right?
Here's what it all comes down to. Okay, he hates me because he got banned from my channel. Okay. Now, I'm only going by what he's saying right here. I really don't know. I already explained to you how bans work in my channel. Did I or did I not? Okay?
Yeah.
If he thinks that he's been unfairly banned and he really wants to be in the channel, then what he should do is he should get in touch with GoldMod 13 and have GoldMod 13 review whatever he said in our channel. If you click on anybody's name right here, you can see everything they've ever said in your channel. Did you know that?
Really? I didn't know that.
Click on anybody in the chat's name right now, okay?
Okay, I got one.
All right. Now down below, do you see where you can list everything they've ever said?
Holy fuck, that is a lot of messages.
You know, I have people that have said 10,000 messages on it. Okay.
Wow. Tony, I'm going to be totally honest with you.
So,
You just taught me something today.
Pardon me?
You just taught me something today. I thought I was learning Telos. I just learned something about Twitch. I did not know that. That's going to help me out so freaking much.
No.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
Go ahead.
If a guy has an issue about it, he just needs to talk to GoldMod 13. And GoldMod 13 will look into it, and he'll decide if he thinks that you need to be banned or not. You know, and like I said, if you check, you're going to find out that I probably have 80 moderators, okay?
Right.
So, you know, I don't know what all 80 people do. And to be honest with you, you know, I don't know Major Mojo at all, okay? I know that I've seen him in other people's chat talking bad about me. I know that, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's good to know that it's not you. I guess people misunderstood that. Oh, hey, he's going to ban me. No, it's not Tony. He's got a bunch of mods, and it's hard to keep track of. I mean, I've only got a handful of mods, and when you guys ban people, I can barely keep track of it.
Yeah, and I don't even try and keep track of it, okay? That's the truth.
I gotcha.
I don't want to remove some mods. I'm happy, okay?
Hey, and it's your channel. You can do whatever you want. Makes you happy.
Yeah,
How many mods?
I'm happy. You know, that's the bottom line. Every day I wake up, I do my little chicken shit talk show, okay? Hey, I go back, get something to eat, then I go take a nap. When Eric gets done streaming at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I get on and I stream to 8. When 8 comes along, you know, I get off and I go take a nap, and then I get up and I'll check out a few streamers. I saw you were on, so I thought I'd say hi to you, you know what I mean? And, you know, then I'll work on some videos for a while, okay? And then it's time to do the talk show again, okay? And, you know, I like my life, and I like the simplicity of it. You know, like all these people come and say, oh, you kicked me out of your clan. You kicked me out of your clan. I don't even know who they are, okay? I never even seen their name before, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess it's just people fail to realize that, you know, even Jagex had this issue. They even said in their documentary,
Yeah.
we got so big we couldn't, you know, keep up with everybody.
That's exactly right.
I'm going to be honest, I have that issue now. I couldn't imagine having it with as big a stream as you have.
So, you know, here's really the bottom line. We have 14,000 plus people banned from our channel. And I'm okay with that, you know?
Right. Right. I got to be honest, that's...
So, you know, I'm okay with
You get
that.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. You know, we also have RS Glory, or excuse me, Glory and Gold 2, and all these people are not banned, okay?
Wait, you have a second Glory and Gold channel?
Yeah, we have Glory and Gold 2. It's on every day.
God damn, you have a lot of accounts. That is awesome.
I work hard, you know what I mean? And I put my effort in, and that's the bottom line right there.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, it's actually nice being able to stream for a
plus
living.
I do reactionary videos, and we have our clan videos that we do all the time, you know what I mean? And
Right.
So, you know, like if somebody has a beef, there's somebody his job is to research it and make sure that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And I should clarify, guys, it is pretty unreasonable to ask an elderly gentleman to keep up with the work speed of someone who's far younger. That's quite unreasonable. You know, because if he were to take that much time to look at it individually, he'd have less time to hang out and communicate with you guys. I can understand that.
Or work on my videos, you know what I mean? Or you know, I have over 500 videos on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, and on just one of the many channels, I've gotten a silver YouTube button from YouTube, and you know, I got 110,000 followers on it, and it's got
What's a silver YouTube button?
and it's got 3 million views. You know what I mean?
What's a silver YouTube video or star thing?
You get that when you get 100,000 followers. Okay?
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is badass. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is badass.
You know, like on my Twitter, I have 38,000 people on my Twitter. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you think I give a shit if I have to block a couple of people because they're irritating me?
No, because I got to be honest, I do the same thing as a fellow streamer.
There you go.
Now that I look at it from your perspective, now that I'm not saying I'm doing the same thing as you, but similarly, I can totally understand that you wake up, you're kind of like, don't want to deal with it. Hey, you piece of shit, get the hell out of here.
People are saying you should thank Keemstar. You should thank Keemstar. You notice, you were around back then. I never talked bad about Keemstar, do I?
No, but I will. He's a douchebag.
I'm just saying, I never talked bad about him. And when he offered me $20,000 to settle the whole thing, I told him I don't want your money, and you have my word of honor. I won't sue you. You know what I mean?
And that was a lot of respect. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I would have kicked him in the nuts instead. That was.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is, if I'm such a bad guy, okay, when somebody, I had, legally, technically, I had him by the balls. I could have squeezed and got a bunch of money out of him, but that's not what I'm about, okay?
Right, it's all about, mercy and
look,
literally compassion.
He said he was sorry. I shook his hand, and that's the end of it for me, okay? So
yeah.
The other day, somebody was giving him a hard time, okay? And one of his people got in touch with me and asked me to make a little video saying that Keemstar never ruined my life. Keemstar didn't do this. Keemstar didn't do that. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I made the video, okay? Saying,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
I help people every single day. I help people. And people, I don't, they don't see that part of it. They don't see that in massing, people learn how to go kill a boss. People have never gone and killed a boss before, and they feel comfortable going with me. They don't. I know the feeling.
That's true. I mean, I've had people come to my stream and stuff, just be like, "Never killed this boss, but watching you gives me confidence." I totally know what that's like, and that's what I try to do here. Is I always try to help people. That's why I always tell people they come here. No negativity, no hate, no nothing. Even when people were being salty earlier, it was kind of like, hey, we can still have respect and be civil about this.
Yeah.
If we don't talk about things more, if we don't do stuff like this, the world's never going to be a better place. It's never going to be better. If people would just sit down and talk, we could solve so many of the world's issues.
Okay, but they have to stop lying though. Okay, like when this thing about Will being arrested for beating up some gay guy and with 4 other people. Just a blatant lie, okay? And
I'm going to be honest, that just sounds like a bunch of horse shit.
It really is. He's the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. That's really the truth. And if you ever watched him, he's a gifted RuneScape player. He's extremely good and extremely talented, and he's a great teacher. And he's taught more people how to do things in RuneScape than you can possibly imagine,
I believe it. And tell him I'm still going to kick his ass in PvP.
Like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do a raids deal, okay? And we usually have about 30 people show up. We don't require that they're in our clan. We don't require that they're a subscriber. We don't require that they're a follower. We don't require anything except when they're there, they have to be nice. Now, if they're going to act like a smartass and run their mouth while they're there, well, then we're kicking them out, and that's the end of it,
I agree. Tony, I have one question for you, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
It's purely up to you.
Huh?
My friend Mojo, he's an up-and-coming streamer. He's a good friend of mine. He's also streaming right now. He wanted to know if he could also join our call, and he said he'll be respectful, but it's up to you. Because I guess he has a few questions he himself wants to ask you. And he said he agreed he'll be polite and everything.
Let me tell you the difference between me talking to him and me talking to you, okay?
Yeah?
He obviously, I don't mean this sexually, so don't take it that way. He obviously has a hard-on for me, okay? And in chat, he's, you know what I mean? Now, he's somebody who's banned from my channel, okay? And
right.
So I came here to see you. I came here to clear things up with you, okay? Now,
right, and that's why I was asking. That's why I didn't bring him when I was asking.
So I don't know him. I don't know him from Adam, okay? And, you know, if he wants to talk to me, then he should get into Discord privately and we could talk all he wants, okay?
Okay, I gotta say one thing, Mojo. To Mojo. God damn, I felt that from here. I'm sorry. That seemed a lot funnier to me.
Yeah.
Just, damn. Hey, still love you, Mojo, okay?
But you know, here's the whole deal. You know, it's one thing for people to ask questions. It's another thing for them to argue. Do you know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Okay.
Well, like I said, I'll let you
Now,
guys,
if he wants to ask a question, then he can get into your Discord and me and him can talk, okay? And
I gotcha.
while you're here live, no problem, okay?
I gotcha.
We can do it
Like I
right
said,
now. We can do it right now. Bring him in.
okay, and
I don't
what's it
have
called?
anything to hide. I really don't, you know?
And that's why I'm asking you. And I got to do two
But
things.
here's the whole thing. I don't want to hear a bunch of lies. You know what I mean? Just like the
I
stuff
agree.
about Will, okay?
Understandable. Now, two things.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Miss Littles, my fucking idol, my hero. She just got an Eldritch crossbow. Miss Littles, if you ever see this, congratulations. Oh my god, I'm sorry, she's my idol. And two, Mojo, let me bring you in, okay? Where is Mojo? Mojo, come to the Discord server, join voice, and I'll drag you into the channel. So I do appreciate all this. You've pretty much satisfied all the questions I've ever had for you, and I guess I'm
I'll
curious.
do my best with him. He might not agree with what I say or what I think, but I'll tell him the truth. You know what I mean?
I got you. Here we go. I'm dragging him in right now. Hi, Mojo.
Oh, you're loud. One moment.
Hi,
Your
Mojo.
face
How
is
are you?
loud.
Oh, you're both loud. Give me 1 second, guys.
You're
Turn it
loud,
down
Mojo.
Just a smidge bit. I mean, I can get louder if you want, Lena.
I will kick
Lena.
you in the nuts and slap you.
Bring it. You don't scare me.
Well,
Anyways.
but let's just keep this, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyways, Tony, first thing I want to say is I have the utmost respect for people in general, and I want you to know that I don't have any hard feelings with anybody, including people that have personally come into my stream to directly try and belittle me. I don't get personal, and I never will. So when I say things like I will be respectful, you can take my word on that, regardless of feelings and past problems and everything else like that. I look at conversations, especially conversations like this, with dignity and care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, do you know why
So-
I'm here tonight? Do you know why I'm here with Lena?
No,
Because she invited me, okay?
that's awesome.
You know, that's why I'm in Discord, because she invited me. And
Okay, well-
and the reason I came to even talk to Lena tonight, I just happened to see her on. And so I wanted to go into her chat and say, Lena, I've never said anything bad about you, and anybody who says I did is lying. And I would ask you to please, after us being really good friends for 3.5 years, that you'd go back to them and say, show me the proof, okay?
Yeah,
Right,
that's absolutely that's very fair and very reasonable. 100%.
And I
If you
really
can't provide the
appreciate
proof,
that.
Then of course,
and,
right?
And believe me, I've been a good friend to her for a long time, okay? And
Yeah,
a month
which is fine.
ago, she came into my channel. I popped her channel up. I showed her videos. I shouted her out. I told everybody she was my really good friend, and which she is. And I asked them to give her a follow and go watch her, okay? So that was a month ago. So then all of a sudden these people say I said all these terrible things about them. They're just lies, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what questions did you have for me?
So the first and the biggest question I have for you, and the biggest reason that I wanted to talk to you is, where is your thought pattern, I guess you could say, to be polite, in regards to me being banned from your channel from somebody that is not you?
I don't even know you.
Okay, but that's not my question. My question is why. Where do you lie? Like, how do you feel about somebody who's watched you every day since January up until the day that I was banned?
You are
Every
lagging
day, all stream.
hardcore.
Pardon?
You're lagging hardcore, sweetie.
Am I?
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
But
Weird.
Hey, then
Okay,
go on.
anyways, as I was
I tell you how I feel about it, okay?
okay.
I've had almost 4 million people come into my chat, okay? You agree with that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm a busy guy, and you know, old Crotch didn't know every person that came into McDonald's and bought something. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, what was that, Tony?
Carl Karcher didn't know every person who came into McDonald's and bought a hamburger. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people come into my chat, and if somebody banned you, I mean, people get banned every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. What I'm getting at is not so much, the fact that you didn't know me, as it is somebody who watches you on your channel gets banned from somebody else that is streaming on your channel and can no longer communicate with you, how is that fair to the person that is the viewer? They got banned for something that has nothing to do with the actual owner of the account's stream. So now I'm prevented from being able to watch you due to something that had nothing to do with you.
Well, okay, first of all, you're allowed to watch me even if you're banned.
Okay, but I can't interact with you anymore due to something that had nothing to do with you. How is that fair to me?
Well, I mean, I don't know the circumstances, okay? But it's like I said earlier, we have a guy who's in charge of that, and you're allowed to go to him and you're allowed to talk to him, and he'll do some research, and if you were unfairly banned, he will definitely unban you. He does it every day.
And I get that, but I mean, realistically, what it comes down to is, like you've made it very clear to everybody, it is your channel, your clan, all of it is yours. So at the end of the day, do you not have final say for these kind of things?
I don't decide who joins the clan. I don't decide who's kicked out of the clan. I don't run the clan.
Okay, but you also
We have a
don't
board of
control
directors,
who's...
No, I put people in charge and I trust them, okay?
Interesting, okay.
Isn't that how business works?
Yeah, that's generally the idea. Is when you get big enough, you get people to assist you.
So
I think what he's trying to say, Mojo, is that he trusts the people that assist him because he's not able to keep up with everything, I guess, so to speak.
Which I understand, of course, 100%. You know, when you get as much traffic as Tony does, I get that. But I mean, when somebody directly tries to, go out of their way to point out what had happened, and you get kind of sloughed off, it's a pretty shitty feeling.
I don't know. Have you spoken to Goldmont 13?
I've spoken to several people, several mods. I've actually had several mods in your channel try to unban me, and they couldn't due to the fact that I was banned from the RS Glory and Gold channel. The one that banned me was not Eric, the other one. I can't remember his name.
Will.
Yes, Will.
Okay.
So I was banned directly through the RS Glory and Gold channel, so every mod in there cannot unban me. The only user allowed to unban me is your user's username.
Okay, well,
Any other mod in your channel cannot unban me. I've had several people try.
well, that's not true, okay? And
I mean,
you're a streamer, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. Any mod in Lena's channel right now can unban somebody.
If Lena bans me, no other mod in her channel can unban me.
Yeah, they can.
Lena,
Any
ban
of
me
them
real
can.
quick and have somebody else in your channel try to unban me. I will show you.
Okay, let me see. Mojo, I'm gonna ban you in 3, 2, get the hell out of here.
I can no longer talk in your channel. Have, say, Alex try and unban me. Sorry if I butcher your name. English is not the greatest for me.
Just call her Allie. Oh, Swizzer removed it.
No, it says I'm still banned in the channel.
Well, she's saying, yeah, we can.
I mean, it still says I'm banned in the channel, so if they tried to, it did not work.
Try to say anything. Try to say something.
See, she's saying, yes.
I can't. It says I am permanently banned in the channel.
Well, it says right there, yes, any mod can unban. Okay.
Hold on, I'll take a screenie for you. It might just be an error with Twitch itself. I don't know. But I'm actually looking at it real quick. I almost read your name as Mayor Mayonnaise.
Feels bad.
Well, it's true. That's actually what I thought you were when I first met you is, oh my god, he's Mayor Mayonnaise. Okay, where's Twitch? I'm posting this in general.
See, she says, I looked and he's not banned.
I'll try refreshing it, but yeah, it still says that I can't talk in the chat. Yeah, refresh still says the same thing. So, I'm not sure what to tell you guys.
I'm not.
There you go.
But as far as I know,
Oh, it's okay. It might just be Twitch having an issue, but that's what I can see on my end.
but all I can tell you is any mod in my channel can ban you, and any mod in my channel can unban you. And there's no setting that makes it to where only one person has the master ban, or there's nothing like that.
Interesting.
Now, what it is within our organization, we have a rule, and that is that only Gold Mod 13 can unban somebody once they've been banned, unless you're the person who did the banning, okay?
Well,
So,
that's
like-
exactly what I just said, Tony.
No, it's just a rule. It's not a setting, okay?
Gotcha. It's basically like he's your head of security, so you're trusting him with everything.
Well, okay. But my point is, whoever banned you has the right to unban you. Okay. So like if somebody comes in here and they make Aaliyah mad, okay, and Aaliyah bans them, okay. Well, I won't allow somebody to go back and unban somebody if Aaliyah, wants them banned, okay? They need to talk
Okay, I
to
see what you're
Aaliyah.
saying. I see what you're saying.
But it's
So,
not
for example, if
setting
I
in the
asked a
computer,
different,
okay?
yeah. So essentially what you're saying is if I asked or had spoken with a different mod to unban me, and they had asked, say, the guy who had banned me, and he says no, that would be essentially them saying no, I can't unban you.
Right.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now, I have no idea why you're banned. You seem like a pretty reasonable guy to me.
And I try to be. I mean, I have my moments. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm pretty sure all of us can say that we have our moments.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe you caught somebody on a bad day. But if Will is the one who banned you, Will's a pretty nice guy, okay? And
And that's just it. I mean,
And I think
Will's
he
never
just
spoken
got
to me
back.
outside of the ban. That's the first thing I've ever said to Will, and it was an automatic ban.
Yeah. You might
So,
have
I
been
mean,
on a
it's- yeah.
bad day, or might have been a bunch of trolls in the chat at the same time. Who knows? Okay. I mean,
Speaking of bans, I need to actually ask real quick, Tony, because when I came to stream a few days ago, I was pretty heated. I am sorry about that. And if you'll have me, I would like to be unbanned. But it's up to you guys.
I didn't know you were banned.
Oh, yeah, I was. I don't know if I am anymore.
I don't know anything about it. So you came in there and you said a bunch of bad things, and one of the 80 moderators banned you, right?
Yeah, that's why I was asking for unban. I don't know if I
I'll
still
make sure that you get unbanned, okay?
You shit talker, Lena. You shit
Hey,
talker.
but I'm just
I
saying.
got some notes.
Look, I didn't even know you were banned. I didn't even know you came in the chat, okay?
Yeah, it's okay. And don't mind Mojo, he's a jackass. And Zwizzer, congratulations on the...
I like to keep things happy and fluffy, you know what I mean?
But I will tell you what I will do. When I see Will, I'll sit down with Will and we'll talk about it, okay?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Sounds awesome. So, just a cool question. Okay, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to shut up now.
Okay, I do have another question for you, though, Tony. It's about the cash stack and the challenge that you had with him.
Yeah.
You said that somebody had came into your chat and was saying that he was a cash stack's boyfriend or whatnot, correct?
Yeah.
And that is why you said what you had said about him being gay and whatnot.
I told the whole story that his boyfriend came into chat.
Yeah. I'm just clarifying, making sure that I
It's
understand
on
your reasoning for it
It's on a
correctly.
video on my YouTube, okay? So
Yeah,
can
and
go through-
I've seen it. And, I mean, my question for it is how is his sexual preference of being gay or not gay relevant to your challenge? So my question is, why was him being gay or not being gay part of your challenge? That doesn't seem relevant to the challenge at all.
It has nothing to do with the challenge. It has to do with why I challenged him. I challenged him because his boyfriend came into chat, told me that he was saying all kinds of bad stuff about me and always making memes about me, okay? No.
Okay, so because when I watched the video, it seemed like he was talking about being the better boss killer or something along those lines, and that is why you had challenged him. So when I watched the video, I wasn't quite sure
Are you a mod?
if you were talking about him. Pardon?
Are you a mod in his channel?
No, I'm not. I'm not a mod in his or in the RS Guys channel.
Okay, anyway. Do you watch Cash Stack?
From time to time, yes.
I mean, tell the truth. Hasn't he said a lot of negative things about me?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not at all going to deny that.
Okay. So, the guy ran his mouth, and I challenged him. Okay.
Yep. And I get that.
No, all he had to do was say and the challenge would have been on. But he said no. So there you go. And you know what? I never even brought it up since then. I never said, oh, he chickened out or he don't have the balls. I never said nothing like that. I just let it go.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But the truth is, the guy runs his yap nonstop about me. And he has for a long time.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. You guys really run your mouths about each other. It's not just him.
I can honestly tell you, you're not going to you go back and research my entire thing, and you're not going to hear me saying his name 5 times. I don't say his name ever. Because it's just, why would I want to give him any publicity, okay? or any credence. I hope that makes sense to you.
No, it does. I get what you're saying. I mean, as somebody that, I mean, you've made YouTube videos directly engaging him. So
Only one.
is that not
Only one. Okay.
Yeah, but
And
that
only
is
when
still
I got sick and tired of his running his mouth about me. Okay.
okay. I can respect that.
And,
Yeah,
And this
to
is
be
coming
fair, I
from
think
somebody,
it's
like I said.
natural to have a response anytime someone gets under your skin for a while. I think that's understandable.
Absolutely. And I mean, as somebody who gets mad about some really stupid shit in the past, I understand exactly where you're coming from.
but I didn't
However-
call him any names or you know, da 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 da. I didn't do anything like that.
Not directly, no, but indirectly, certainly. With talking about him being gay,
Listen,
that
I
is
simply told
indirectly
the truth.
definitely calling him names.
I never said he was gay. I said.
I mean, do you have
someone
screenshots
came
of
into
this
my
person
chat-
coming into your chat?
No, I don't.
Do you said you can look up everybody's conversations, so would you not be able to pull it up then?
I'm not going into any of the BS. Okay, really and truly, I'm not. To me, it's a dead issue. It was dead the day he came into my chat and donated money and said, no, I don't want to accept your challenge. And I left it at that. And I've never spoken about him since.
Fair enough. I can respect that. You know, you offered the challenge, he denied it, you let it be. I can respect that.
And that's exactly what happened. And since that day, you haven't heard me talk about him in any way, shape, or form. And that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well,
what I want
aside
to
from
do?
him and-
I want him to just forget my name, okay? You know what I mean? I want him to forget my name. Why is that so important?
Just want to be kind of left alone, I guess, so to speak.
I mean, it's kind of hard to forget the number one RS streamer's name, don't you think?
You know,
It's difficult, right? You're always up there. It's hard. How do you forget that?
Not with enough weed.
I'll tell you what. From what I hear him say, okay, you could never forget the number one streamer's name because he tells you he is homo for the RS guy. Now, those are his words, not mine. And you know I'm telling the truth right now, okay? Now, I don't think in real life he's homo, okay? I think he's making a joke about it, okay? About how
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't lose a night of sleep.
about
about
those
this
guys are
guy.
best friends, and
Oh shit, I said it out loud.
that those guys are best friends, and that he really likes him a lot. That's what I think he means, okay?
Yep, I can understand that.
But that's not how he says it, but that is what he means. Even an old bastard like me knows that that's what he really means, okay? So, you know, we're not misunderstanding or anything. You know, some guy came to me, said a bunch of bullshit. Cash Stack was always talking bullshit about me, blah, 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 blah. So I challenged him to a competition, and he turned it down, and I'm willing to leave it alone, you know? But, you know, he still makes memes about me and says this and says that, okay? And you know what? If it was cute and if it was, a funny thing that he did once ever so often, but you know, he's a real negative guy when it comes to me. That's the truth.
Yeah, no, I can respect that. You know, if it was more in a joking matter, you'd be more willing to bend with it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just
okay.
seems like it's coming across, more hostile on.
Yeah, it's
That's
more
what you're saying.
intentional to hurt his feelings or to make him upset or to get a reaction out of him, essentially.
Mojo, this guy doesn't know me. He's never talked to me. He doesn't know anything about what I think or how I feel, okay? And what a lot of people forget is that, you know, Twitch is a business, okay? That's really the bottom line. That's why I've never been in his channel. I've never said one thing to him. Okay? You know what I mean?
It's kind of like, I guess, Tony's Microsoft and he doesn't want to support Apple, so to speak, or
Yeah, exactly
for the
right.
business.
Why would I want to?
I got you. So it's kind of just more so, why try to promote someone who's already kind of big when I need to compete?
It's all about, I'm not trying to run down my competition. I'm not going to sit and talk bad about my competition, okay? And I don't do it. But for whatever reason, those people just keep, and at a certain point in time, you just say to them, well, put up or shut up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I really want to do, I just want to run my little chicken shit channel and be left alone. Why should that be
Well,
a
and see,
big
that's
deal?
That's a big part of why I wanted to have the conversation with you, Tony, is because I've had these conversations with, not like in a separate call directly with this, but via their Twitch chat with the RS guy and with Cashstack, and I never really got your side of it. I never got it from your perspective.
The only thing
So
I
felt the need to do that.
I only have one thing bad to say about Cashstack. He just keeps running his mouth about me, okay? And he's been doing it for a long time.
And you know what? I can't deny that.
Now,
And I gotta be honest, after hearing your side of things, Tony, it really does clear the air about a lot of things, because I think
the RS guy, okay? I did not mean it derogatory when I said that. When they said to me, "Do you know who the RS guy is?" Okay, and my response was, "I'm not really sure. Is he the guy who?" And I think I even said, "Is a nice-looking Arab guy who's gay?" Okay, but that's certainly all I meant. I meant he looks Arabic to me, and sometimes he looks gay to me. Okay.
So what you're saying essentially is that that's just how, when somebody mentions his name, that's just what comes to your mind based on what you've seen and what you've experienced.
Yeah, when you look at me, you see an old biker, okay? An old tore-up biker, okay?
Used to bike?
Yeah, I've had, I don't know, hundreds of motorcycles in my life. But anyway, he comes across to me. You know how he always wears a nice, clean shirt and a white shirt a lot of the times, and he's got it buttoned, and he's just so prim and proper, okay? Now, would you agree with that description? Mojo?
To an extent, yes.
Okay. And to be honest with you, a lot of people have said he's gay, okay? And so I just thought that he was a streamer that streamed and was proud of being gay and bragged about it, okay? And that's what I thought.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes you just...
But I don't think it's derogatory, okay? I mean, if I told somebody that you were gay, does that mean that I'm insulting you? Mojo?
Not necessarily.
No, not at all.
Okay. If I said, I think you look like an Arab, am I insulting you?
I think it depends on the context, really. Both saying that I'm gay and that I look like an Arab is very dependent on context. If somebody says, "Hey, do you know this guy?" and you say, "Yeah, he's the Arab and he looks kind of gay," that wouldn't be derogatory or offensive. That would just be your opinion of me based on what you've seen and experienced. But if someone were to say,
and you research, the little clip that those guys have, you'll see that's exactly how the conversation went. But
yeah, and see, I only seen the part where
you
you said something along the lines of, "Yeah, he's the gay-looking Arab guy, right?"
Yeah.
That's the only part of the clip that I've seen, and because that was the only part that I've seen, just the way that it was clipped and viewed, it looked like you were kind of saying he's a gay Arab.
Now, if I wanted to say something derogatory about him, okay, I would have said, "Yeah, he's the dirty son of a bitch that came with those 100 people, got into my chat, and harassed the shit out of me not too long ago." Okay.
Goddamn.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, and exactly, a personal attack like that is obviously very different than just.
But everything I just said.
Stating how you.
He did come with 100 people into my chat. They all harassed the shit out of me. Okay, and then he left, and that's after he had been welcomed into our raids team, and he had gone and raid with Lori and Gold's raids team. Okay, and brought a friend with him. Okay, and we even sent his best friend a party hat. I think the guy lives in like Sweden or Norway. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then he still came with that group and raided me and said a whole bunch of bad things,
Yeah.
Now, I don't understand why would somebody do that. First of all, even if I'm mad at him, I would never go into his chat and say anything bad.
Well, that's just like me. I mean, if I come in and say something that somebody comes, like, for example, Lynn and I, we had an issue not that long ago. We were talking about something.
We had an issue? Please.
Yeah. Well, we had a bit of a kerfuffle. How about that? With the, I was talking with one of her viewers, and we were mentioning something about I had gotten some lucky drops at 83, and we were talking about making money, and we were jokingly saying something along the lines of, "Imagine making money legitimately," or something like that. And Linda didn't quite understand that we were talking between the two of us and not towards her. So she took it a little bit personally. And then again, I had a one-on-one conversation with her, much like this, and I explained to her, hey, look, I've been in your stream for quite a while. I mean, I'm a mod. I'm a subscriber. I'm a bidder. Why would I try and talk bad? That just wouldn't make sense, right? So you have the conversation and you explain things, and then it gets to the perspective where everybody understands, and that's a big reason of why I wanted to have this conversation. Is I never got to have that conversation with you.
Every bit of this really did start. 1,000,000% of this started with Mod Balance got in touch with me and worked out a deal where I would kill bosses and promote boss killing in RuneScape, okay? And I did it for about a year, me and Mod Balance working together. Now, for whatever reason, he got fired, and Mod Shawnee took over the community manager, okay, for RS3. And they had made some promises to me, and I had gone out and killed 100,000 bosses, okay, to reach a certain level, and they said when I reached this level, they were going to do a special on me and do a little shout out and da-da-da-da-da, okay? Well, right before that, I get my special, they fired Mod Balance, and Mod Shawnee took over, okay? And Mod Shawnee basically told me, screw you.
Well, see, I've only been recently back into RuneScape, especially RuneScape 3, since about like January. So the stuff predating that, I quit RuneScape for 10 years, and I'm just starting to get back into it, and I'm trying to get back into it competitively.
Well, anyway, I had a good relationship with them, and then he said, screw you. Why would I say, oh, gee, it's okay? Do you understand what I mean? I told him, bullshit.
Exactly.
You guys made a deal with me, man. Hey, I actually communicated with emails with the CEO of Jagex, you know what I mean? And he said, yeah, I know all about this. I've been briefed on this and briefed on that, and just keep doing what you're doing and everything will be fine, And then one day they tell me, screw you. You did all this work for a whole year, and now it's our turn to pay off, and we're not going to pay off. That's where the whole thing started, okay? So me and Shawnee had some bad words back and forth, okay? And people took his side. And they don't care what the truth is. They don't care about right or wrong, okay? They're going to back him. Now, look,
kind of bandwagon it, so to speak.
Yeah, I would call it a riot, and that's what they did. They all came in my chat and actually rioted. Okay?
I think I call it the snowball effect, because as soon as it picks up a little speed, it just keeps going and going, and no one ever stops to.
I've ignored it for a whole year now, and then now for the last 4 days, I've spoken out. I've said, hey, this is all a bunch of bullshit. Just like them saying I said bad things about Lena. It's just not true. I didn't.
Exactly, and I'm so happy you actually came and
right now, I saw a tweet that somebody sent me today, okay, saying that I have a habit of hosting female streamers and then saying inappropriate things in private messages to them after I've hosted them, okay? And my answer is that's a lie. It's bullshit. Just show me one example of private messages I've sent somebody in chat, okay? On Twitch. One example. That's all I want to see. And I don't mean some cut and pasted bullshit. I mean the real thing. And you're smart enough to know what the real thing looks like, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. Look, I'm not saying that, I didn't get out of line with somebody, blah, 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 or I only did it a few times. I'm telling you, it never happened even one time, okay? There's not one female RuneScape streamer out there who's going to say, he said these inappropriate things to me, and we're talking sexual, okay?
I'm one of the victims.
And here's the proof, you know what I mean? There's not one, because it never happened, not even one time. But they spree all that bullshit. I've hosted 900 times, over 900 times since I've been streaming. I've hosted over 600 different streamers, okay? And I'm telling you, not one of them is going to be able to show you proof that I actually sent it. And you know yourself, when you send a private message on Twitch, it stays there, okay?
Well, and the biggest thing is if it was real, and it's obviously gotten a lot of publicity with these accusations and these statements, right? So if it was real, Twitch would have a legal obligation to do something about it.
Absolutely. And it's not real.
100% agree with that.
So anyway, I have a great relationship with Twitch. I don't talk bad in my stream about other streamers, okay? I don't promote hate. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tell you
there's
right
a-
now, if you went out and killed 100,000 bosses and promoted boss killing for Jagex, okay, and then it was time for them to come forward on their end of the deal, would you be pissed?
I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably be like, I'll let it go if you give me a night with Mod Kelby.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know who that is. So you know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely understand where you're coming from. You know, if you were promised things and Jagex kind of backed out on it, I definitely see where that could be frustrating and upsetting.
After I worked my ass off for a year and promoted them, okay.
I definitely see where that can be frustrating and upsetting. And I mean, getting your side of the conversation is definitely important. And I feel like a lot of people either don't understand what you're trying to say or misunderstand it, or, you know, just they have their mind set on, oh, you know, these bigger streamers such as the RS guy and Cashstack. When they make, you know, these accusations, because they are bigger, it might stick with people
People
a
tend
little
to
bit harder.
snowball it.
You know, always
Exactly. It
makes
might be
me-
like,
No,
well, you know,
I
this
just
guy's
wanna- I just
respected and
wanna
he's a player
clarify
mod
one-
and all that fun stuff. So why would he lie? You know what I mean?
I just want to clarify one thing, okay? How do you determine who's a bigger streamer?
Generally by views and the revenue.
Average current views is what I would say.
Okay, because you know I've gotten 4 million views and he's gotten how many? 1 million. So why would you think he's bigger than me?
Well, I mean, based on average current views currently, I don't ever see you getting anywhere near the views that he's getting. Not saying that you're a
Not
worse streamer. I
true.
don't
I've
deserve
actually
them.
seen him last 2 days get like 200 plus.
Now,
Which is
And
actually
I've never,
impressive.
every time that the RS guy streams, he's always 400 or higher.
okay.
Heck
Now
yeah.
you know that I split my stream into two, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and you know that I work on a huge amount of the time on videos, okay? And you know that I have a talk show that I do, right? I'm supposed to actually be doing it right now, okay? Live.
Technically, we are, if you think about it.
No, I know. I'm just saying I'm supposed to be
Theoretically, yeah.
live right now on Tony's talk show, you know, which is a different Twitch channel, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, I was just curious because most people would say that he's hot right now, but it doesn't mean he's going to be hot next week, okay? And you know, all I can tell you is I'm happy with the views I get. I'm happy with the viewers that I have, okay? I'm not in this for the money, and you know, I'm.
Well,
in
that's-
it 'cause
see-
I want to have fun, you know.
Exactly. And I mean, that's a big portion. I mean, a massive part of streaming. It is an entertainment thing. So if you're not having fun and you're not
Nobody
engaging,
has
you know,
fun.
with ways that you like it, why do it?
Exactly right, and that's why when people come in and give me a hard time, guess what my answer is?
And Hammer.
Well, I would prefer that they would just leave and not come back, okay? But people are not willing to voluntarily do that, unfortunately, okay?
Yeah, they got to be made to leave sometimes.
And you know what people want to do is they want to just perpetuate the lies. You know what I mean? Perpetuate the lies. We were in here and some guy starts saying that my nephew Will got arrested for him and 4 other guys beat up a gay guy outside of a bar. Okay, and I can tell you right now that's just total crap. It's not true. Never happened. Okay, but ask Lena. We had 20 people in here streaming saying it. Right, Lena?
Yeah, we had a ton of people saying, hey, Will went to a bar, got locked up. That's why he didn't stream for a while.
And then he beat up a gay guy. Him and 4 other people beat up some guy for being gay, okay? And it's just a lie. My nephew would never do that. Not in a million years. He's the nicest guy I know, really.
The question is he seen one? I'm kidding.
Lena, you've hit on him 1,000 times. Now, that's the truth. Isn't it?
Make that 1,001.
All right. Hey. And
I'm
we're
pretty sure
still-
Lita hits on everybody.
Hey, and we're still
Shut
friends.
up. I'm going to punch you in the throat.
And Mayor, we're still friends with Lena. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, she chased him all over RuneScape for a solid night, and then came back again the next night, the whole time wanting to spank his naked butt. Okay. Now,
You remembered it. Oh my God, you remember it.
now, in all honesty, if we were like homophobic, or if we were like these hateful, mean people, we would have banned her, right?
Touche. I see what you...
But nobody did anything like that to her. You know what I mean? Okay. And you know, I know she's a what's it called? LGBT, okay?
Oh my god, you got it. You got it right.
Yeah. But she's the only
Yeah, but-
LGBT I've ever met in my whole life. I've known she's an
I actually
LGBT.
used to live with a transgender woman as well.
Yeah.
Again, I have no problems with any of them. I think they're brave and courageous, but that's a whole other story.
Well, some of them are, some of them are not. Some of them are just a pain in the ass. Some of them are really nice people.
And some of them are doing it for attention. I agree.
Just like everybody in the world, every group you want to name. I don't care, you know what I mean? No matter what group you want to pick, there's going to be good people and bad people. That's the truth.
Absolutely.
Now, the worst group I've ever ran across was elitist RuneScape players, okay? Now, I got to tell you, I really don't care for them,
Yeah, I think we can all agree elitists are horrible.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? And those are the haters that I run across in RuneScape and on Twitch, too. It's always these elitist guys that think they're so smart and they know how to do this and they know how to do that. And they're the
I know,
greatest
right?
in the
Just because you
world.
don't do it this way, it's like, oh, you're shit. Oh, you're this.
And I think to myself, oh my God, talk about an egomaniac.
I know, right? Can't stand elitists. That's why I left so many clans like I did. I'm just like, when did RuneScape go from, hey, how's everyone doing? What are we doing? Let's chill, to who's got the bigger penis?
If a new player comes into our chat and says they want to come do a boss with us, we help them. We give them food, give them
Well, you know what?
advice. Okay.
And if we're going to be 100% real about it, RuneScape 3, especially RuneScape 3, I'm not quite sure about OSRS is. I haven't played that in many years. But RuneScape 3, it's a very slow initiation to the game. So when newer players come in, it can be very overwhelming. So if they don't get the proper help in the proper direction, it can result in them quitting.
Yeah, and I just got slaughtered.
I mean,
And I'm a big
idea
I'm a big fan of trying to help to grow the community, to help people that come in and think, oh shit, there's so much to do, so much things that I need to get done. How the fuck do I go about doing this? It can be very overwhelming. So I'm a very big portrayer and a big promoter of trying to guide those people to where they want to be, to do where they want to be, and then enjoy the game from what it can be.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with somebody killing the biggest bosses. I don't even have a problem with somebody bragging
Well, I mean,
about it, okay?
as Lena will confirm, I do Duo Virago and Duo Solak all the time, which a lot of people would consider mediocre to high level boss.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying,
You
I
just
don't have
suck,
a problem
yeah.
with any of that. I don't have a problem with them bragging about it. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
All I have a problem with is when they talk down to people, okay? That's all.
Absolutely.
It's okay to promote yourself. It's okay to have pride and what your accomplishments are and da-da-da-da-da. But
it's not okay to bring others down and
Yeah, exactly.
tell them that they're
Absolutely,
nothing.
absolutely.
No, that's really how I feel about it, It's funny
Yeah.
to me that in RuneScape, if you work really, really hard and put in hours and hours and hours and hours, and finally you have 200 million at a certain skill, then people think you're like, that's a tremendous accomplishment, okay? Well, I would like to know, what's the difference between you sitting in the abyss and killing bugs till you get 200 million, than me going out and bossing and killing 300,000 bosses?
It's really not much of a difference.
So why am I the bad guy and the people who kill the little bugs in the abyss are the heroes?
No, I definitely get where you're coming from, what you're saying. And I do actually have one question, and I totally forgot about this until just now, which is, you've made it very clear that you don't look to get personal and you don't look to, point fingers and stuff like that.
Look,
But
I'm not
I
saying
do
that I
bring up,
never slip up, and I'm not saying I never make a mistake.
exactly, nobody's
We all have a
perfect. I'm not at all
temper, okay?
saying that.
Yeah.
But I do have a question about one of your stream titles not too long ago, which was Mod Shawnee is screwing over every RS3 streamer except his butt buddies.
Yep.
So how, rather
Why do
than
I think that?
feeling like I'm attacking you, what made you come up with that specific title opposed to a more indirect, and not quite as offensive title? Know what I mean?
I wanted
Yeah,
to
we actually cleared that up a little bit ago, but I don't think you're here
I
for
don't
that.
think I was here for that.
So I'll
Yeah.
let Tony talk
really
about. We
meant-
cleared that up.
I
again.
really meant like butt heads, okay? Or buddies or whatever, okay? Well, that's what I really meant. But the reason I think that Mod Shawnee's screwing everybody over is because, now, personally, do you think I ever thought for a second I was going to get loot share? Or loot, whatever it's called?
I mean, if you're anything like me, then no, because I look at that and I go, that's never going to be me.
Well, and especially me, because, Shawnee and JD hate me, okay? And their wife talks shit about me nonstop. I mean, but believe me, it's not even my wildest imagination that they would ever pick me, okay? The thought never crossed my mind. And to be honest with you, until they apologize to me, I want nothing to do with them, okay?
Okay.
So this wasn't about, gee, I'm not getting it. This is about, there's nice people like Lena who are trying to become streamers. There's yourself, I understand you stream, okay? I don't think it's fair for them to do, and I said this 6 months ago when only Mod Lee was doing it, okay? I don't think it's fair that they give this, what's it called, Lootscape? Yeah. Lootscape to a select few and not to everybody. And I don't think it was fair when only Mod Lee had it, okay?
Okay. And again, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. You know, if they're going to do it, they should do it for everybody. But there's a couple things I don't think that maybe you didn't take into consideration with that, which is if every streamer got it, that would defeat the whole purpose of Lootscape, don't you think? That the whole point of it is to bring a community to one specific streamer and reward the community with a gift for saying, hey, look, you guys tuned in, you know, bringing the whole RS3 viewer base as a whole up and bringing it up in the Twitch section so it's not so far down.
So what you're saying is they're taking care of his butt buddies and they're going to screw over all the small streamers.
Well, but not necessarily, because you have to understand.
Yeah, that is what you just said.
I think
Well,
what
no,
he
because-
means to say is if you give something to everybody, kind of loses its value, I guess, is what
Exactly.
he's trying to say.
If everybody's getting it, and now all of a sudden when every stream ends, there could be people that would start and end streams over and over and over just to get the loot.
Well, the point is that I'm coming from, okay, is then they shouldn't do it at all.
But it's definitely a help to the community as a whole, though, because they're
believe
bringing
that for
more
a second.
viewers.
I don't believe that for a
But-
second, okay?
But
I think it's
To be
that's
fair,
what
the
I'm gonna
loot
say.
from Lootscape
And
isn't
let me
that
just-
impressive to
Let
begin
me
with.
just clarify, okay? Are you talking about the Twitch community or are you talking about the RuneScape community? Because see, a lot of people get confused. They're not the same thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Twitch RuneScape 3 community as a whole, not specific viewers. Or specific streamers, sorry. Because when you bring a large viewer base to any specific game, that game's position in the game's section, when you click the browse button, rises. So in doing that, more people will be adept to click on it to see what's going on. Why is this game all of a sudden here? And then that will bring more new viewers to the
that's
game,
your-
which could
that's your
result in more
opinion.
players.
And you're welcome to have whatever opinion you want. In my opinion, it's going to be detrimental to the small streamer, okay? That's my opinion. And that's all I ever did say.
Basically, what Tony's saying, which is just he doesn't think it's fair that already big streamers getting promoted when
No,
the
I
new
definitely see what
people
he's
are.
saying. Essentially, what Tony's trying to say is, these people are already relatively big. Why do they need a big boost to make them even bigger?
I think what they should do
Exactly right.
is try
They
to
should
find
help
more.
the little guys, okay? Hey.
I think what they should do more so is help out the middle guys, so to speak, because new guys almost never stay.
And that's all I ever said, okay? Now, is there a doubt in your mind that they're picking their favorites to give this to?
No, that's what everyone does.
Okay. Well, I mean, then everything I said is true.
I don't
So I don't
necessarily
know what
know.
the issue is, okay? I really don't, because everything I said is true. They're picking
I think we
the
should look at it like
it's not good for the small guys, okay? And that's all I ever said. And remember, I said it when it was just Mod Lee, okay? I've been on this subject for 6 months, okay? I think it's an unfair advantage, and that they think they're making a bad mistake because they're hurting the little guys. That's what I think. Look, I'm not some little guy. I don't need the money. That's the truth. I have 14,000 people banned. I'm not an idiot. Of course, I'd get more views if those 14,000 people weren't banned. Okay. But
Yeah.
that's not the kind of community I want to build. I want to build a community.
you don't want a toxic one.
Exactly right.
No.
And I don't talk shit about people unless they talk shit about me. Somebody comes into my chat and runs his mouth, I don't have a problem with giving him a foot in the butt on the way out the door, okay?
That's true. It's like someone comes into your. It's like someone coming into your home and being like, "No, who the fuck do you think you are?"
No, and I definitely understand that. Like, I get where you're coming from, Tony. If you're going to give it to one person, why not give it to somebody that could benefit more from it? I get that. But my question is you also have to understand.
My opinion, okay? So
I definitely get where you're coming from. It's how you feel, it's what you think,
you
and you're
asked me
100%
and I
entitled to
explained-
that.
You asked me, and I explained it. Okay.
So how do you feel about this specific question, which is, how would they go about picking a mediocre to a smaller streamer? Because you have to understand, when they give Lootscape to somebody, that somebody is essentially representing Jagex during that stream.
You know, isn't that exactly what I do with streamers in my clan?
Yeah, I think what Mojo's trying to get at is,
well, no, I know, but
it's riskier to give it to someone who's brand new when you don't know them.
My point is, when it's Jagex, you say, "Oh, I think that's a great idea that you don't just give it to anybody because they might hurt your brand name." But when I do it, I'm the bad guy.
So what do you mean by when you do it? What are you referring to with that?
When I say that people can't be a member of our clan and stream RuneScape. You know, that's a big criticism of me, okay? Well, that's exactly what RuneScape's saying. RuneScape's saying, we're not going to help you on Twitch because we're afraid that you might hurt our brand. Well, that's the same thing I said, you know? So,
no, I definitely get where you're coming from.
Okay. Yeah, and I think they should get to know these people and be friendly with them, you know? You know, when Mod Tony came into my chat earlier today, technically it was yesterday, Mod Tony actually came into my chat. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
And I showed it on stream. He just sat there and lurked. I invited him to come into Discord and talk about anything that he would like to talk about, okay? And after about 10 minutes, he left.
Side note, guys. Matt Tullis, and I forgot to put my armor on.
Hey, you know, I've been saying for a year and a half now, I wish you'd just come into Discord and we could talk about all this, okay? But you know how many conversations they've had with me? None. So,
no, I definitely get where you're coming from. You know, I definitely think that Jagex should try and involve themselves more with not just specific people and more with, you know, the community as a whole.
Anyway, personally, I'm happy with the size of my channel. I'm happy with the viewers that I get. You know what I mean? You know, like, I think we've gotten like 1,000+ new followers for like 38 months in a row. Okay. You know, I don't know what you think, but I think that means that my channel is very healthy and it's doing great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's doing so well that we started a second channel and a third channel and a fourth channel. You know what I mean?
It's doing well enough to the point that,
you know, I spent $10,000 to do Rune West. Do you even know what Rune West is?
I have an idea, but I've never.
We're having a player convention at the Holiday Inn next to the airport here in Kansas City. Okay, we've rented a great big huge room, and we're inviting people who play RuneScape to come and have a great time. Okay.
When's it going to be again?
August 31st and September 1st, Labor Day weekend. And you know what? We've made it clear that if you sell merchandise that's RuneScape related, we'll give you a booth for free. We've made it clear that if you're a streamer and you have some kind of size, you know, we didn't pick a particular number like follows or views or, you know, you can't be some guy who started 3 weeks ago and he wants to get a free booth, you know. But if you're a RuneScape streamer, then you're welcome to come and we'll give you a free booth. And Ice Poseidon and several other people have taken us up on that, and they're going to be there. Now, you know what we charge to get in?
What?
$10.
$10?
$10. That's what we charge. And
So, hey, Mojo, want to go?
Two-day event.
Just a heads up, Mojo, if I see you there, I'm shaving that damn beard.
Anyway, hey.
Good luck.
I got to get going because I got stuff I got to do. I hope you understand, okay? I
Totally do.
I sat with you for, 45 minutes and answered every question you asked me, right?
Yep.
And that's not counting time you sat with me, Tony.
And again, Tony, I hope me sitting down and you know, having this conversation and being respectful, it makes you understand a bit more about, you know, me and the fact that I'm not what maybe I think you and the other streamers on your channel have grown to think of me.
I don't even know you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guarantee you, if you mention me to either one of the streamers, Will and the other one, I can't remember the names. Yes, if you mention me to either one of them, they will have an opinion. And I think after this conversation, you might be able to shed some more ideal light on it, which is I'm not an asshole. I mean, I may have a strong opinion from time to time, but at the end of the day, I can be respectful. and I normally am respectful, and I made a joke, and that's what I was banned for. And he hasn't even tried to communicate with me about that.
Well, they wouldn't.
So-
Anyways,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Anyways, I do want to say, Tony, thank you so much for just coming by and not just clarifying about, that misunderstanding a while ago. And I was totally wrong about that, and I'm sorry.
No,
I just want to say I am sorry about that.
no problem. I'm sorry for the whole thing. That's really the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not just that, too. I think me and most of the community, because how much you want to bet people are going to clip this and post it, be like, Glory and Gold said this, Leonard said this. I just want to say it means the world that, we essentially got your side of the story, because 9 times out of 10, people only hear one side of the already big names. It's so much hearing your side and having, it clarified that, no, it's not hate, it's just literally, just misunderstanding. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah. But the person in chat said, why would Mod Tony communicate with you than Mr. Tony Ray Winchester? The reason he should communicate with me is because I had a working relationship with him for an entire year. That's why, okay? And if you're gonna and if you're gonna break that relationship or even deny it ever exists, okay, I think you deserve an explanation. That's all, okay? I don't think I'm some big shot and they owe it to me to come do this or any of that, okay?
You're just you. You just want to chill with friends and smoke. Okay?
Yeah, I wish
To
they
be fair,
would
you
just,
do the same thing I do. The only difference is I'm anti-social